shit and blah blah blah. He's like, hey man, maybe it's meant for a reason.
I always thought of it like that, bro. You really fucked up.
Mm-hmm. I can't get rid of this thing.
Life was easy. Fuck out my face.
Yeah, what it was. I expect you to do the bare minimum, because then what's the point?
True. To do that, I went and got one from the aisle, you dumb fuck.
And shut the fuck up and lay low.
You're female, like you could work your charms in certain situations that I wouldn't be able to. You know how much free shit you gotten? She wants to word of mama shit. Oh, got him. We understand it's gonna bother you. Some of us went through it. Some of us are gonna go through it. Well, we wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to go that deep with you. You don't really know what you want to share with my heart.
No, look cock. Send hook, send cock.
I do not agree with these guys. Word.
Get the fuck out of here. They're doing something important.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here, asshole.
Get the fuck out of here. Don't you come back.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hype for this shit! Right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Saturday night. And you know what that means? It is the Toe and the Show with Ray Show. What's going on, everybody? Your boy Toe Tags is in the building. How y'all doing today? Shit, we got UFC 300 on. Well, I don't have it on, but it's on tonight. But we had one hell of a fucking week. One hell of a fucking week where it was stressful. It was stressful. A lot of shit went down for me this week. This Ray's not here and Show's not here yet. I had to let y'all. I got fill y'all in. So y'all know. Y'all heard about this navigation shit with the Mercedes shit. So that's still going on. The CarMax shit has been concluded. There was a glitch in their system. It's been paid off. I no longer have to worry about the other car. So that's a win. That's a win out there for the good guys. We got one. We got one out here. Fucking Ray, Kenny, we got one. Now the Mercedes issue is still it's not the navigation, but it's also all the software shit, because I can find out where my car is located. If somebody steals it, I could fucking go theft help and all that shit. I can open and close my car doors with my app, all that crazy shit. They tell me I gotta go to the dealer. Go to the dealer, get all the systems reinstalled, update your maps. So the dude's like, yo, it's gonna take 6-7 hours because it's 3 modules. We gotta update all the modules and blah blah blah. So like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. I'll come in on Tuesday. Yeah, I'll come in on Tuesday. Right? So on Monday, I get my seat repaired from the upholstery guy. Phenomenal job. And then I rushed to go to Safe Flight because I had to replace my rear windshield, my rear window. That's what they call it. The rear window. Because the defroster didn't work. Before they did anything, the guy's like, yo, what's wrong with your window? It doesn't look like, it's like the defroster don't work. We got to replace it. He's like, yo, it doesn't look like any of the lines are fucked up and yada, yada, yada. Check the fuse. I like, can we check the fuse here? They go, no. So I didn't change the glass. So I go and I try to check the fuse. The fuse in this place is fucking ridiculous. I don't know where it's like. It's half of it's in German, half of it's in fucking English. I couldn't do it. I couldn't find it. I was like, fuck it. I bring the car in. I tell them like, yo, can you put this panel back on? I couldn't put it back on. They update all the software. I also tell them about the defroster. They update all the off the software. I couldn't pick it up that night, so I picked it up the next morning. I go there. Everything is updated and installed. Apparently, I don't have no navigation, so I was like, all right, maybe now everything's good. I call up Mercedes me again. They say, oh no. After they do the install, now they have to do this. And I'm sitting like, wait, what? Why didn't you tell me all of this at once so that way I'm not running back and forth between the shop and shit? Oh no, this, that, and the third. So I'm pissed off. So I call up the dealer again. I'm like, yo, I speak to the guy that helped me out. I'm like, yo, do you know what this is? And they're like, not really. I was like, yo, this is what they emailed. He's like, all right, bring it back. I was like, I'll bring it back because I got to go back to the Safe Flight now and replace the windshield, the rear window. Now this is around 10:30 in the morning. I made another appointment to replace the window for that day at 11. I drop it off at 11. And around 1 o'clock, because they're going to sneak me in 1 o'clock, guy comes out. He's like, yo, I'm going to take your car, blah, blah, blah. 1:15, he's like, yo, bro, I searched all over this place. I can't find your glass. I said, what do you mean? It was here yesterday. I know, but whoever did your appointment didn't do it right, and your glass went back to the warehouse. I said, all right, so where's the warehouse at? In Long Island. All right, so what that means, like, the guy's going there. It's going to take an hour to get up there, and it's going to take an hour to get back. So before I can even touch the car, it's going to be like 2 hours. I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go home. You do what you need to do with it. I go home. I shave. Chill for a little while. The dude's like, yo, the glass is here. Everything's already off. I got to just throw it on. And we almost done. I was like, all right, I'll go there. I go there. The frosters work. Everything's perfect. I get the car, drop it back off at the dealer. This is Wednesday. I tell him what they said. He goes, all right, bro, let's hope this shit works. Thursday. They're fixing the car. Right? Yeah, because Wednesday I dropped it off. So Thursday they're fixing the car up. And, he writes a repair order. They're doing everything they need to do with it and all that. Friday, around 11 o'clock, the dude goes, do you have your warranty information? I'm trying to remember how this. So I was like, yeah, here goes my warranty information. He called me back up and says, yo, listen, you have to go back to CarMax because they need to check out the car before we could touch it for the insurance, the warranty to cover anything. And they need to basically deem that they can't fix it before they can do anything. So I'm like, what? That's what warranty said. So I rush over there. Now, mind you, I'm taxiing back and forth from this place. So this is already like 4 or 5 times I taxied. I get the car. I drive all the way to fucking Long Island to where the CarMax is, and I fucking go up to. I was like, I need to speak to service people. So I tell him like, yo, just all you gotta do is tell warranty that they can fix my car. That's it. He explains to me because I have the car for less than 90 days and less than 4,000 miles. I have a warranty under CarMax, not under the extended warranty people yet. So that hasn't kicked in yet. So the CarMax would pay for the replacement of the car. But he's saying that I would have to call up the CarMax I bought it from to have them pay for the shit. So I go and I call up. I'm like, yo, I'm not leaving this CarMax because I know the bullshit already. So I call up the CarMax I bought the car from. And I explained this shit to them. And the lady's like, yeah, but CarMax should pay for it. I said, yeah, I get it. I need you guys to pay for it. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. She said something like, I don't understand this. I said, yo, listen, hold up. Stay on the phone. I walk back into the CarMax. And I go get the guy that I was just talking to. I said, do me a favor. Explain what you explained to me to her. And she goes, hold up, let me get my service advisor on the phone. He gets on the phone. Apparently, he speaks English. That guy tells him the situation. He goes, yeah, if he needs the car, just pay for it. He goes, you know what? I'll help him out. I'll pay for it. I'll bill you guys. He goes, perfect. If that's what's going to need to happen, then that's what needs to happen. I get his information. I go back to the dealer. I said, here goes his shit. He said, email him all the stuff and they'll pay for it. I get an email from my guy at the Mercedes, and it's a forward of that email, and everything is beautiful. Right now, all I'm doing is waiting for the part to be ordered that I need, and then it could be installed. So I'm not done yet, but there's a lot of shit I had to go back and forth for, and right now I'm saying it calm, but I was pissed off. But it's shit, man. This is the week I was off of work all week dealing with this shit, and I feel like I've pulled doubles. It's like, at least you was out of work. It's like, yo, with the stress that this shit gave me, oh my God, I feel the shit. Boy, lucky I'm not a drinker. But yeah, so hopefully that's it. And I'll be good and everything will work on this fucking car. Because I'm not going to lie, I love this fucking car, man. I drove down, it was an hour going and coming, and I left there at 1:30. I got back at like 2:50. Bloop. I was like, let's go, baby. What's your feeling on Tamatonga joining the bloodline? I mean, I called the shit on Thursday. On Thursday, we talk about wrestling, Jordan, but I called it. I said, you know, Solo got to take over and make his gang and all that other shit. And it gives Roman a chance to be off of TV. So let's see what happens. But yeah, man, that shit was the car. I ain't even gonna lie, man. The speed I was going, I was like, no wonder dudes in BMWs are always out. You know, when you be on the highway, there's always those two BMWs just fly by your ass. Just wish my big ass had more room. Yo, I hear you. But yo, dude, I was in the zone. Like going up there was traffic, but coming back, I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm good. I'm getting there before the dealer closes. Let's handle this shit now. So I got the car now, but I just gotta wait for them to call me up. I probably got to take another couple of days off so I could, because it's gonna take 8 hours for them to upload the software. So it's a module. It's basically the brain of the car. This Hermes module that for some reason is not connecting with the shit. So they have to change the whole module and re-upload the software, and that takes about 6 to 8 hours. I don't know why it takes that long, but that's what it takes. And I can't do it over the weekend because Mercedes updates their software over the weekend. So I got to do that shit over the week. But I always have a ritual when we get past hard shit, I have a glass bottle of soda. I call that the fat lady. Get insulted if you want it. Get insulted if you want. I don't give a shit. We got that from Independence Day. We call that the fat lady. So when everything is said and done, I'm gonna have my fat lady celebration, and it's life is gonna be good again. But damn, for navigation, all this shit for navigation and some fucking software. That's crazy. It's like software is causing all these issues. But hey, at least the car is drivable, and I can enjoy some kind of normality nowadays until this shit is fixed. But yeah, man. And then that's why I got some steaks from Longhorn Steakhouse today. They were all right, and as good as the steaks that we made at Show's house when we all got together, but they were good. It felt good together. I was like, fuck it, stressful day. We're gonna deal with it. We're gonna do shit right. Oh shit. Look who finally decides to show up.
So I got my drink. Like I said, I was gonna get my drink.
Yeah, from Zimbabwe.
No. So I decided, I was like, fuck it. Usually when I get on, it loads in pretty quick.
Yeah.
I had one of those "who touched my shit" moments,
Shit.
forgetting that the only person that touched my shit was me. Because
Yeah.
I did the commentary last night,
Yeah.
and for some reason this shit said, "Nah, you think you can move us?" Trunk compartment. So I had to
Word.
fucking restart the shit, and yeah. But we're here now. What's up, everybody?
What's going on? I was just telling them the trials and tribulations of my week with this car.
Jesus. So do you have the car now?
Yeah, it's in front of my house. Yeah,
Nice. Okay.
but I have to bring it back.
Jesus
But-
Christ.
But yeah, because all right, so it's gonna be paid for. That this is the thing. If I'm not mistaken, they were like, "Yo, with the insurance, with the warranty, you have a $500 deductible." I was like, "Fuck."
Nice. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
But from what I'm understanding, I think CarMax is just gonna pay everything
That one. All right.
because for the first 90 days or 4,000 miles, I'm covered by CarMax.
Gotcha.
That's their warranty. And then after that, I get the extended warranty.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to push my luck, but I might be able to just be like, yo, I replaced the glass. Do y'all cover that shit too? Because, I mean, you might want to reimburse me.
There you go. Hey, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah, but I'll deal with this first,
Gotcha.
you know, and then see what the fuck's going on. But
Yeah, work on what you actually need to get done before we push the
yeah,
push the boundaries. Of
I'm
this
pretty
shit.
sure that's gonna be I at this point I might just eat the fucking cost of the glass just because I don't want to deal with the fucking headache.
Got you. But what's going on, man? Outside of that stress, outside of all that, what's up?
I went to PetSmart yesterday right after I got the car.
Okay.
I was like, yo, I'm gonna get me some more fish. I'm gonna get me about 30 fish,
Okay.
and I know which ones I'm getting,
Okay.
and they didn't have them.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, so I might have to order them online.
Okay.
So I might figure out what days I have to bring the car back and then order them there and then just take the day off and just let them, because I want more guppies. So
Gotcha.
I have two male guppies. So one of them, if you can't see him right now, but he's like right over here. That's the fat one that I thought was pregnant.
Got you.
He's swimming around. Not the best swimming around, but he's swimming around.
Got you.
Then I got the small orange one that's like right there in the front. You can see it right there. You see?
Okay. Yeah, I can see it. Okay.
Yeah. So those are two male guppies.
Got you.
I want to get one more male guppy and 9 female guppies
Got you.
because that's the ratio that you're supposed to have. So that way the
Yeah,
males
I remember.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we had
I
this.
I want the same amount of platies because they have the what's called Mickey Mouse platies.
Okay.
So on the tail, there's 3 dots that look like the Mickey Mouse logo.
Okay.
So, and I want male to female so that way they can breed and I get more fish and I can either sell them or take them wherever the fuck I need to take them. But you know,
Got you. No, it works. That works perfecto.
yeah. And there's a thing called the corridors. They're part of the catfish family, but they're small. and they're bottom dwellers, so they'll eat the leftover food and waste and algae and everything that may grow in this. Because I got some algae stuck on the glass, so get like 5 of those. Let them, help clean up in
Gotcha.
between water changes and shit.
That works. At least
Yeah.
it helps a little bit. Gives you some time to get through that. It's funny. I should have taken a picture of it because at one of the stores today that I was at, I was gonna ask you, is this real? Because it was called beta water for the fish, and it had a beta fish on there. I'm like,
beta water.
I was
what,
like,
what? It was actual water.
Yeah, it was a bottle that said beta water, and it had the fish on there. Like it was in the pet section, and I'm like, why do I feel like this is a scam just to make people think they're buying different kind of water?
Well, it depends if it's I don't want to say sterile, but there's ionized water,
Okay,
which is pure water.
gotcha.
There's no minerals or anything like that in it, and there's no chlorine. Like, because that's the one thing when you put betas, they're hardy fish, so it's hard to kill them. But the water parameters is mostly what does it.
Yeah, no, legit.
People,
It said that. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, so sometimes when you use tap water, there's chlorine and all this other shit in there, and so you have to put chemicals in there to take out some of or to make the water less toxic to the fish and shit.
Got you.
Because they do breathe air. That's why most betas are just in those little cups. Which I found out that's not really inhumane, because betas, yeah.
Let me lower my brightness a bit so you could try to do that. So that it legit said beta water.
Preconditioned water. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was like,
I mean, you don't need it, but
no, I just thought I was like,
I've never seen it.
I was like, I should have taken a picture. I didn't think of it. I was like, why do I feel like this is a scam?
Yeah,
no,
I've never seen
because
that.
I believe it. I believe again, maybe someone decides to make that to help out the process, but something tells me that that's not what that is. Something tells me just the way it was packaged. I'm like,
yeah.
I feel like this is a normal bottle of water.
No, well, yeah. So I mean, there could be algae in it also. Not algae, but like beneficial bacteria and stuff like that also. Even though bacteria doesn't really live in the water, it lives on the surfaces.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you don't really need it, like I said. But you ever notice why the betas are in the cups?
Mm.
You know where you find beta is in like creeks and like streams and little puddles and shit like that.
Okay.
So they're actually used to being in small areas. They're not good swimmers. That's why you're not supposed to have high water flow and all that other stuff.
Gotcha.
They're not the best swimmers, and that's why they're very aggressive in their territories, because they can't go nowhere else. That's where they are. So if you come in, they're a threat. So, but it's pretty crazy, because you sit there and you're like, damn, this motherfucker's just in a little cup. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, any kind of fish is just fucking is a mystery. But they sell pre-made salt water. So like that, if you wanted to, you can buy the salt water from like Petco or some shit like that, and
that I've seen.
Put it in there.
That I've seen, but that was just too very specific. That I was like,
yeah.
I thought of you instantly. I was like, huh, beta water. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think you need that. If you're buying a beta fish, you got tap water.
You'll be
just get it with the water conditioner.
Yeah,
you'll be all right. Yeah, you'll be all right. But y'all should be fish experts by now. By all the shit that I've been telling y'all with my fish.
Yo, facts. Just keep tuning into the Knucklehead Network. You will learn with us. As we're learning about all these situations. So
word.
Yeah. But
so hopefully, probably not tomorrow. Tomorrow I got a baptism I gotta go to. One of my little cousins, but hopefully this will be filled up.
Nice.
With colorful fucking fish.
Hopefully by the next time you see us here on the Tone the Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. You will see more fish and all that good stuff.
Word.
Oh, tune in.
I don't know if I should put a black background It's like instead of letting the wall just like cover it with like a black paper or some shit like that. But
That could possibly help the fish too, so they can get a little bit of like shade in there. We shall see. But hey, what's going on, Nikki? We got Nikki in the chat. We got
Word.
Kenny in the chat in there. What's going on, everybody?
Jordan was in the chat.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yo, how do you feel about Tamatonga joining the bloodline, Ray?
Okay, so one, I was pissed that I missed it live.
I did too.
I got a text and my boy's like, "There's no one realer than a gorilla," and I'm like, "Fuck," because I knew exactly what it meant. I'm like, "Oh, I missed the debut," and because I was doing the taping. But now that I got to watch the segment, I got to analyze everything. They couldn't have done it any better. It was too perfect. Like from the motion of Solo being like, "I love you," finally having that genuine moment of brother to brother. And then I just knew it. Before knowing what happened, it's like, just even if I wasn't knowing what was going to happen, that would have told me everything that was about to happen. Because you always get that. It's like, hey, it's that fucking look at the flowers moment.
Yeah.
Then it's like, "I love you, man."
My man said, "Leave the gun, take the cannolis."
Yep. Legit. It was that fucking but seeing Tama Tonga in a WWE ring, it's still like the AJ effect to me. That it's like, it's so weird, but so right at the same time.
Yeah.
Like seeing Tama, bro, he fit in so perfectly though. And Solo now taking up this spot. Oh man, it's it. He fit in that role so well. Like I remember that was our discussion a while back that we were worried, is Solo gonna be able to fit in? Is he gonna be able to take that spot? And it fit in like a glove, like he was ready. That fucking stepping on the phone was perfect. Like, no,
bro,
that was it.
4 years under the wise man and the tribal chief. This motherfucker should have been ready.
Oh no, but it's one thing to be there, but the other to now step in the shoes, you know?
No, I hear you.
It was too perfect. Like now he is the tribal chief. He is in that spot. Having Tama there, probably Jacob Fatu any minute now. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait for the stories. I can't wait for fucking babyface bloodline. Oh man, like I'm excited for the fucking future now. Wrestling is exciting again. This is what we were fucking talking about on Thursday. This is what we want. We want wrestling to be fucking exciting. We want to have those moments, bro. Even though I missed it last night, I got to have exciting moments in wrestling. Like wrestling is at that point that everyone wants to fucking thrive. Everyone wants to win. Like, it's
bro.
at that point, like shit. This is what people should be fucking talking about instead of fucking broken glass.
Yo. Fucking Cody Rhodes' stories ended, but the bloodline's just beginning. This is chapter 2.
Legit. That fucking Heyman said it. This isn't even the beginning. Heyman said it. He's been telling everybody. But no, Cody's story, cool. That's still going too, because now he gets to go into the actual defenses. He gets to go into now being a champion, and Cody's knocking that out the park. Fucking Damian, he's going to take his story out of the fucking park. Like now, again, we get to see different people at the top, and they're killing it. And wrestling, people are talking about wrestling. This is what we want to see. It doesn't need to be about the bullshit. Fucking this last night, fucking New Japan killing it. Jon Moxley becoming heavyweight champion for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Fucking Mustafa Ali killing it.
Was that in America that he?
Yeah, it was in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah. Chicago last night. And Mustafa Ali said it best. He said in his promo, fucking wrestling is thriving. Let's stop talking about bullshit. Like he made it more about him because I think he was trying to be a heel in New Japan. But he's like, instead of people talking about me, they're talking about fucking broken glass.
Moxie?
No, Mustafa.
Oh yeah, see? Yeah, but I was fucking saying that shit all day yesterday.
I tell you, bro, that is the epicenter of it all. Stop fucking worrying about bullshit. Let's focus
Yeah.
on wrestling. Let's make money. Let's make moments. Let's fucking make people talk about wrestling.
Yeah.
Like shit. Everyone was talking about that yesterday. The amount of videos I saw, the ride home, all I'm seeing is Tamatonga debuts, Tamatonga debuts. Fucking people showing Heyman's reaction. Even the backstage segment they did. I can't remember which reporter they did it with. But even Heyman just like, I don't know what this means. And Tamatonga, by orders of the tribal chief. And it's just, oh, this is perfect. So
Bro.
fucking good, man. So fucking good.
I think it was with Caleb Braxton.
Might have been. Might have been. Either way, it was perfectly done. I'm a fan of it, man. I am a fan of what they're doing. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. Like, oh,
Here it goes, Ray. Now, before we start talking about the
Yeah.
tone, the show topics, but here it goes, Ray. I told you so. And I will always tell you the fucking truth. You're welcome. And it happened overnight. Fuck all the bullshit. For years, you've been telling me it's the process. It's the process. The minute he had free reign, Ray, story is over. First Puerto Rican champion in 50 years. New champion in a family dynasty. Fresh take on wrestling is cool again. The Attitude Era is dead. The new era is alive. We are now in control, Ray. Day one shit. It took one day. Changed the world. Changed the world, Ray. It
Time out.
changed the world, Ray.
You mean to tell me you think all this was done in a day?
Yes.
No fucking way.
It was in a day.
No fucking way, bro.
It was in a day.
No. It played out in the span
No,
of
no.
2 days.
No. In a day. In a
Bro,
day. Because I told you they were fucking up. They were fucking up for the past since what? Survivor Series. They were fucking up. And then WrestleMania comes and they go, all right, now we can finally do it our way. Change the world. Change the world, Ray. It's been Vince's way until WrestleMania. Remember, everybody was saying it. After WrestleMania is going to be a new era. So they play the role, and then WrestleMania comes. Bow! They got that. They got the hottest chick in class, and they said, all I need is 12 minutes. And then boom, 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 boom. You are a father now. One day, worlds change. You're welcome. Believe in me.
But no, again, like I said, and I've said it. I've been saying it this whole time now. That Triple H, you got to see what his creativity is now. You got to see finally, after picking up the pieces, making a nice house. Now he's decorating, and this decorating is fucking amazing. Like getting to see now Triple H be full creative here is a fucking amazing. Seeing what he's doing with WWE, seeing what fucking Shawn Michaels is doing with NXT, just seeing what they're doing with the future is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And the people they have around them, fucking NXT has the best coaches and possible fucking producers, agents you could want. As for WWE too, man, you look at that producer's picture the other day, the one that they posted for WrestleMania. Fucking Robert Roode, Abyss. Fuck you have the best of the best in there. Guys that know the business. This isn't just, oh, cool, you worked before? Hey, let's put you in there. No. These are guys that have actually done shit in the business. Like, oh, man. Like,
and the craziest shit is they watch this show. They take our ideas all the time, Ray. I saw my idea come to life on SmackDown. You're welcome.
Which idea?
Tamatonga. And Solo, I've said it many times. You thought it was impossible, but I told you, Ray, I'm at the table. Me and Jay are chilling at the table.
I
The
did say I
Rock ain't there half
apologize.
the time.
I did say I apologize for the fucking like this morning when I think it was Black Mass Designs that posted the possible trios match. And it's like, oh, but when I said it, it's impossible. I'm like,
Yeah.
my bad. But the thing is, let's be real. As much as we could fucking pie in the sky theory all this and hope this stuff happens, till we see it, it's like, I don't know if it's gonna happen. And
I
now,
know it's gonna happen.
bro, we've said a lot of shit's gonna happen in fucking last minute. Nope, it ain't gonna happen.
You don't believe, I believe. I was never wrong, Ray. My shit always works sometimes. Don't look at me like that. My shit always works sometimes.
Did you see the last statement you just said? Sometimes.
Yeah. The times it don't work, it ain't times.
Bet that makes sense. That makes sense.
Shit.
But no, again,
Now
it's
my shit ain't working.
shit.
I'm trying to see some shit
Got you.
without paying for some shit.
Got you. Oh man, I got you.
Yo, but yeah, I mean, yo, we've been talking about this shit for months, man. Everybody has ideas about the shit. And the thing is, it's like, if you really think about it, it's not hard to follow. You know, if you're in the know, it's not hard to follow when it comes to, predicting what's going on.
Nope.
It's not really that unpredictable. It's wrestling.
Yep.
Wrestling has its tells. And if you've been watching the game long enough, you know what the tells are.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking, this is why I don't like. My bad. I'm on my fucking iPad.
All good. Don't worry. I'm glad to see it now in fruition. I'm glad to see again, this is it's a cool thing to see fucking this idea now that people have
Yeah.
been putting out. The idea of could this happen? Seeing it now become reality.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool. It's
And
fucking
yeah,
cool.
it's like I said, it's not hard to keep up with. It's just it's always good to actually fucking see it.
Of
Because
course.
that's what it is. It's, oh, this guy's gonna come in and do this. We know it's gonna happen. But when it happens, boy, are we excited because like they really fucking did it. Even though we knew, it's like I see the bicycle shaped Christmas present in the room back there. But on Christmas, when we unload that when we unwrap the bicycle, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not ours until we could see it.
Facts. It's that moment of like, I think this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
No. I know it's gonna happen. But till it happens, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and the best part is when it happens and it's good, and not like Vince ain't leave. I'm
No.
telling you, I'm looking right at this. I see this is the same shit Vince is doing. He ain't leave, and then Vince is back. No, we want to believe. Don't believe. Look with your eyes.
No, this is again. If a lot of tell signs of that finally being a thing.
Yeah,
That Heyman speech was finally the guard of this is now Triple H's era. This is
Yeah.
now Triple H is running things. Stephanie McMahon being there told us everything we needed to know. So I'm glad to see what is going to come of wrestling. Like I said, I'm excited. I am glad to see this thrive. I'm glad to see what's going to happen next. And I just hope that most companies now use that momentum and fucking work. Let's make wrestling great everywhere.
Word.
Everywhere. Because that is should be on the independent level, on the pro level, on any level. Make your product as good as possible. Because if the company that is on the tippy top of it all is still improving, why the fuck aren't you?
Yeah.
So, but That is going to be the end of our wrestling talk here because that is not today's discussion. We have a lot of
Motherfuckers.
actual discussions to talk about and real shit to talk about.
That's right,
So-
Loki.
So what's going
I
on,
blame
Mr.
you.
Loki?
I blame you.
Facts. You late. So that's why we had to talk wrestling because we were like, we can't talk
Word.
about real shit till Mr. Loki gets here.
Word.
So, but
Shit.
now we in the building. We back.
Word. I want to talk about this B4 shit or 4B shit. 4B movement.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You were telling me about that. Cool.
So in Korea,
Yes.
the South Korea, there's a population crisis.
Okay.
And there it's mandatory for women to get married. And when you get married, you have babies and all other shit. They have assigned marriages and shit like that, right?
Okay.
Like when Christianity got introduced to them, it slowed down the whole marriage arrangements and shit.
Okay.
But it's still a part of their
They're
ways
still-
to get married, have kids before a certain age.
Yeah. Got you. So arranged
So-
marriages is still, it's still there,
Prevalent,
but not
yeah.
as prevalent as
Yeah,
as
yeah.
it was at one point. Got you.
Yeah. So now over there, I guess the Korean women are like, fuck this. We're not going to get married. We're not going to go out with you. We're not going to have sex with you. We're not going to have anything. Now, the thing is, it's called the 4B movement because in Korea, all the married, sex, dating, and all that, they all start with words that start with the letter B.
Got you.
So that's why they call it the 4B movement. I'm going to look up what the actual 4 things are.
Got you. Because that's when you were telling me the concept of it all. What I was like, okay, it was interesting, but I'm like, what the fuck are they? What is this supposed to resemble in a sense? Or what is it? The true nature of it all?
Yeah.
I shouldn't say it was interesting. It's scary. What the fuck this is about?
Okay. Yeah, so here you go. So 4B or 4 No's is a feminist movement which is purported to have organized in South Korea
Okay.
in 2019.
Okay.
It prominence renounce dating men, marriage, sex with men, and having children.
Okay.
So those are the 4 things: dating, married, sex, and having children.
Okay. So now knowing the first part, because when you first told me, I did not know about the arranged marriages and all that.
Yeah.
I believe I want to say the reason they even created this movement was more on that, almost to go against the patriarchy of having to be arranged marriages and be forced to have bear children and all that.
Yeah.
I want to say it's more on that, which I feel like that is something that without having to be said, I feel like that's something that's already in the States. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to choose, do you want to have kids? Do you want to get married? That's a common thing. Unfortunately, in countries like that, where sometimes it isn't as easy as to say no, because a lot of these countries, their governments and their beliefs are a lot more out there. I want to say this the most PC way, because unfortunately, certain countries are very, again, their beliefs and their regulations are a lot more out there than ours are, you know? So we're lucky that in our judicial system, all that, we have a way where everything is done properly instead of having to force shit where unfortunately in other countries, a lot of it's fucking nope. This is the way, and unfortunately, if you don't like it, too bad. And that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So now the crazy shit is
Yeah.
there's a movement for this to happen on the West in America.
Like I said, how does that affect the States though? How do they do it here without it just being what it's already been doing? Like women
So
are going to say no.
Well, all right. So here's the thing, though. The biggest impact it has is on population,
Okay.
right? So the way they described it in Korea is like the young population comes out with new ideas, new inventions, new ways to evolve and all that other shit.
Of course.
Also, the younger population take care of the older population.
Of course.
So without a younger population taking care of the older population now has to depend on the government. So there's more aid from the government to the older population.
Okay.
And since there's not enough people in the workforce, doing those minuscule jobs and all that other shit, income coming in is not as good as going out.
Got you.
And the birth rate and all that other shit changes also because now more people are dying than being born.
Okay.
That's for Korea. Now in America, most people be like, good, we don't need more stupid people to be born here and all that other shit.
My thing is, even if that is implemented in a percentage of the US, correct?
Yeah.
I don't think it would affect the overall production rate. And I hate to say it like that. The overall rate of birth and reproduction. Because our numbers are fucking astronomical compared to anyone else. I would assume, like, unfortunately, the US is at one point still, there's too many people here, Like, I don't think it would be a degree of like, holy shit, we're seeing reproduction go down 75%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if it does get to that point, then okay, that is an issue. Because then we don't want to get to a point where it's now we're getting to that degree of like, oh shit, our future is in shambles.
I'm trying to see how it affects the American culture.
Got you. Yeah.
My bad.
No, all good, all good. I would like to know because hopefully we're able to find how that works.
Yeah.
That is a big thing. We need to know how that will actually affect us. Hopefully, again, it's not something that, again, that the reproduction rate, I doubt it. Like it's something where, for us, I don't think that will ever be an issue. I think that's one thing that they always say, that again, we reproduce a little too much, and again, because of just the amount of people that are actually here.
Yeah.
I used to use that.
Yeah, it still works.
Yeah, got you.
I use Link 4.
Got you.
Yeah, but all right. So this is me. Now, for Korea,
Well,
I can understand this working because a lot of their traditions are based off of marriage and having a family.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like for them, it's something that they're implementing, not like out of malice, but more again just because of what their society has implemented.
Yeah, and also, this is gonna sound a little dickish, but I think their women will be more disciplined than ours.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because just go to Miami, you're a father now.
yeah, no, yeah, but it's also a thing of, I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm surprised this is in South Korea, because I know North Korea. Again, it's no secret of North Korea's government and all that. I'm surprised that this is still a thing in South Korea, like the arranged marriages and all that. I would assume that would have been more of a North Korean custom, but again, I'm not. We only know what we've seen and heard from other people's perspectives, so I'm not going to try to be ignorant and make a judgment based off just that.
Yeah,
but
but also, here's the crazy shit. Now, give me a second. Let me blow my nose real quick, and then I'll get into it.
All good. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. The bad thing about doing commentary on your own, the next day your voice feels like shit. Oh man. So just give us a moment.
Shut up, everyone. Nah, yeah. But here's my shit, right?
Yeah.
Being real. Korea can do this because the Asian culture has been very inclusive. Like they don't really mess with outside culture too much. Guaylo, whatever the fuck they want to call it. I know it's
Yeah.
Japanese shit, but
Yeah,
you know,
they're very
even
much
even in America, you go to like South, your Koreatown or any one of these things, they're all together. They don't really fuck with too many people outside of their culture.
Yep.
In America now, we're not gonna have sex, married, or anything like that. Blah blah blah. Cool. My man, fucking no neck Ed got a bitch, so I'ma go to fucking Colombia. Chicka 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 ching 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 chicka chicka ching 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 bigga ding 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 ding. Look at this motherfucker. He don't even know he's on.
Nope. I see the light. I see the light.
Damn, that light is bright, bro. You gonna have to wipe your camera or something. So anyway, it's broke. That's why.
Ah, got you.
And he's mute. He's a mute.
There you
broke.
go. My
There
case
you go.
was broke.
Ah,
I
got
said
you.
I'll be done in half an hour. I don't know if I'll catch that though.
Shit, we put on today for you, and you don't even show up.
I did. I'm showing up now.
No, you're not. You waste our film.
No, you can't talk to him right now.
Put your hang on.
We are filming.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so like most people would be like, yo, I'm just gonna find a chick in Colombia, Croatia, whatever the fuck
No.
else. We're gonna go do that shit.
But
Prostitution is a very fucking lucrative business outside of legal rights and all that.
yeah.
You're gonna,
But again,
bro,
there is,
but-
like I
but
said, there are manners. There are manners
But-
of reproduction never be an issue.
this is the issue though.
Yeah.
In Korea or in outside of the Americas,
Yeah.
it's you can do this because you're supposed to be you're held to a different standard. In America, you're not held to any standard as long as you are making money and getting pussy. If you're a man making money getting pussy, the world revolves around you. Right? That's what we're getting from these red pill fucking videos and podcasts and all these other people. Fuck being a man, fuck all that, get money, get pussy, right? That's what Tate say. That's what America says. That's what Tate says, and it's been good ever since then, right? That's what they want to say. So for women to be like, we're not gonna date, we're not gonna do this, we're not gonna do that. Beautiful for most men. Good. I'm gonna go play my video games. I'm gonna go do this shit, and I'm gonna make money. And now they rich. And what happens? You find younger women who ain't into all that want to be on a yacht, and now boom, you're a father now.
You're
There's
a
so
father
many-
now.
Yeah, there's so many. Listen, I say this with the utmost respect.
Yeah.
There are so many sluts in this country. It don't matter if there's a movement of bitches not fucking marrying us or dating us or having sex with us or having children with us. There are so many sluts in this country. All you need to do is make money. That was the goal. Hey, yo, when you're a child, don't chase women, chase money. The women will come. They are attached to it. Guess what else happens, Ray?
But
Quid pro quo is a thing, as we've seen from Diddy, from fucking Vince McMahon, from Al Sharpton, or what's the dude's name that killed himself with the island? Epstein. See the honking? You heard the honking? They're right. I'm right. All that shit is a thing. You think that men are gonna lose control over anything? There are already protocols in place for this, Ray. Protocol, like, show just went to go protocol 1, phase H, preparation H. Don't turn off your camera, Ray. Don't turn off your camera.
oh shit.
The issue with this country is that everyone is horny, everyone is selfish, and everyone else is just looking out for themselves.
Yeah.
So when that bullshit happens, the fact of the matter is going to be a bunch of women standing on the street talking about this, that, and the third, and then they're going to go fuck some dude that looks cute to them. None of it stands. How many times have we seen tragedy after tragedy after tragedy, and nothing stands Yo, bro, we don't come together as a nation except for one day in September because of some shit happened to us. We were together as a nation when it was when it was okay for us, when it was legal for us to be racist. That's when we stood together as a nation after the day that happened in September. And then what happened? We just went on, did our own thing, and now we just one day of the year. Oh, I remember that day. Yeah, it sucked. We lost all those people. Now fuck everybody else. You telling me that this is gonna really affect something in here? The population is going down because we're killing each other. The population is going down. Yes, it's not because women ain't fucking us. Majority of the time, yeah, but also because guys are so concerned with building their own business, playing their own games, doing their own TikToks and shit. Like, look at you ever hear this Riz shit? Now you just say wild shit to women, and you got Riz, and these women are cool with it. Bro, that was me in junior high school. I wasn't a 19, 20-year-old fucking kid telling bitches some wild shit. That was me at 14 saying some wild shit. The grown women. There was no cameras then. There was no viewership. Then that was just me going, what up, girl? You looking great.
Oh, shit.
You feel me? Now everybody got a camera in their face. They do shit for the fucking cameras.
Legit. Bro, that is our society now. Everything is for this little thing right here. Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Is this thing on? Is this what we're on? Is this what we're doing? Bro, today, that's all I was seeing around certain places with people just on their fucking cameras. No, this is how bad it is. My mom was shopping the other day, and she's at the store, and two girls legit are taking forever, like trying shit on, and one girl's telling the other, "Hey, hurry up, we gotta go." "Oh, give me a sec, I'm making a TikTok." And she's in the fucking dressing room, changing. And she's in her fucking, basically in her bathing suit in a sense, fucking making a TikTok. And I'm like, yo, this is what society has gotten to, that everything now is fucking, we live through these.
Yeah.
I fucking yelled at my cousin today because he tells me, because I asked him, I'm like, yo, you didn't post like one story or anything about the concert you went to. And he's like, oh, no, it's because I recorded these long videos. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, I have a few like 6-7 minute videos, so I can't make up stories. I'm like, so you were watching the concert through your phone? I'm like, you paid, because I know how much you paid for that fucking concert.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And I'm like, yo, why the fuck did you watch it through your phone in a sense? Because that's what these kids do. Fucking, you see people at concerts, and they're like this the whole fucking time. They're like, yo, and it's like, live in the fucking moment.
Well, why do you think I seldomly pull out my phone at these wrestling events? Why do you think I don't bring my camera or anything at these wrestling events? I'm there to be there. I want to see it with my eyes. In my head, it's like, if you want to see this, you shouldn't come, or hopefully you follow somebody that recorded this.
No,
don't
exactly,
look for me
exactly, bro. Like, because that's what a lot of people with those shows, like, oh, why don't you make content here? Why don't you bring the podcast? I'm like, no, I'm here to enjoy it. I'm here to fucking be a part of it. I'm here to fucking, you're in these moments. Live for the fucking moment. That's a topic we can fucking discuss today. Fucking living in the moment of shit.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately nowadays everyone fucking wants to, oh man, look at this from this. Oh, I did this. Motherfucker, did you enjoy what you did? Or are you just doing it to post that you said you did it?
Yeah.
Like today, bro, I went to eat with my mom, and I'm looking around. All I'm seeing is this. Picture of the food, picture of fucking this. And then people just on their phones instead of talking. And don't get me wrong. Once in a blue, I am guilty of doing this shit.
Yep. On Kenny's birthday of all days.
Hey, I was recording us fucking to make sure we posted that was Kenny's birthday. Shout out to everyone though that liked and showed love for Kenny. But no, I definitely am guilty of it. But there's a time and a place where it's like, yo, just actually enjoy the company of the people you're with.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing so many. Like, if it's kids, I get it. But seeing grown adults do it, that is like, yo, why the fuck did you hang out with people then? If you're just gonna be on your phone, what is the point? Like that the fuck?
Yeah.
Like shit, man. Like that is something that we've talked about in our chats, we've talked about here. That I like, yo, especially now that life is fucking again, it's too short. We don't nothing's guaranteed. Enjoy the fucking moments.
Yeah.
Because before you know it, those moments are the memories now. And then we're gonna be like, oh fuck, I wish I would have done this. You could have, but you're fucking not living in it.
Yeah. I mean, like if it like if I was a part of the show, like that video that Gigi showed us, like that's cool because that's where we're there and we're recording each other. We're preserving the moment that we're in together. Right? And this is gonna be our memories. We're not recording looking through our phone at Usher sing.
Yeah.
Because for that, you can be at your house watching YouTube videos of Usher singing.
Exactly.
Because look at this. I show you this magic trick. Look, my phone. Oh shit, Usher's on it. Oh shit, Usher's right there.
Bro, and that's the thing. The last 2 concerts I went to this fucking like it was a mix. I'm listening to music. One person, I was like, fuck it, this is fucking cool. I wanted to fucking record. I did one of these. Fucking
Yeah.
make sure it's in frame, but I'm still fucking watching.
Yeah.
I see so many people do this. Yeah. It's like, why are you fucking doing that? Like,
bro.
And then the second concert, the fucking Mark Anthony one I went to years ago, I didn't even pick up my phone. I took a picture of it was me, my aunt, and my cousin. We took a picture. I maybe recorded once, if that. That was it. Because I was like, fuck it, live in the moment, enjoy the night. Like, what is the point? You paid for that ticket. Fuck the people out on your social media. They didn't pay. They wanted to see this. Fucking pay for it. Like,
yeah. Shit. That's why if you ever look at any of my wrestling videos, most of them are like, because I'm trying to look. I don't give a fuck. To be honest with you, one video I was recording something, and I was like, I think it was like Lala flipping off of the side rail.
Yeah.
And I'm like watching it, and next I look at the video, it's like I got the crowd. I didn't get any of it.
No,
and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put my phone away.
Bro, and that's the best thing because it's like, yo, enjoy the fucking moment.
Yeah.
Like fucking just get to live in it, get to be in it. If someone caught it, cool. But hey, you got to enjoy. You got to actually be in it.
Yeah.
Like shit.
Because this is what I'm here for. I'm here to watch this.
Exactly. It's instead of, again, I get it. These are meant to capture the moments, capture that, but it's like, is it worth capturing if you're not actually living in it? Like the video Gigi sent us earlier, that's still cool because in that point she's recording it, but she's still also living through the moment.
Yeah.
That video still has me dying because I know for a fact. I think Gigi thought you opened the door. I don't think she thought you opened the window.
Yeah.
I think either she thought you or Lay opened the fucking door, and we thought Lay was about to do something that we can't say on here.
Yeah, dude. And I was over here like, the door won't open. I don't think the door would even open if I was driving.
I hope not.
But I was like, y'all never had a window open on y'all before. I
opened the window. I think I opened my window at one point too, and I'm like, yo, nice breeze. But fucking Krills was dying, so he definitely needed that.
Yo, bro, I was just like, yo, this nigga's dying. Yo, I'm just going. Any one of those windows in the back would have fucking did the same thing.
I think it was just that just made it so much better though, because this fucking Krills just Oh, my son was dying. He was,
Wind, help me.
oh man, but nah, those moments again. We got to live in that moment and just fucking enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, shit. You even gotta enjoy the moments of the hardest times of your life too.
Not, and that's the thing. It's one of those where the fun moments are easy to enjoy. The fun moments are easy to enjoy and live in the moment, but that is also something we have to realize is sometimes you're gonna have to live in those hard ones too, because
Yeah.
you have to learn from them. And that's something it's so difficult to fucking accept that you have to live in those hard moments too, because no one wants to be like, well, this too shall pass, you know?
Nah.
Like no one wants to live in that. No one wants to accept that. But
Shit.
you do. You do.
Cause yo, and yo, dude, you know how stressful I was, or
Oh,
stressed I was this
yeah,
week.
definitely.
But even this week, you have to live in the moments. So you have to live in those little victories. Because at one point, and I notice now how I deal with stress. When I got that call that I had to go to CarMax so they can look at the car and then say, "Oh no, we can't fix this. We got to go to the dealer." I was already on some. I'm not leaving my car at CarMax. I was already at 100. I came in my room to get my shit on so I could take a taxi to get my car.
Yeah.
And while I'm putting on my pants, I just was like, "You want where's my motherfucker?" Yeah, I just exploded for that half a second. Put my shit on, got in the car, drove over there. I spoke to the guy, said, "I'm not leaving my car in CarMax." I went to CarMax, and it was not what I was expecting. Like the dude understood where I was coming from, and he
Yeah.
goes, "Bro, this shit is stupid. I can help. Let me help you out."
Yeah.
And in those moments are what you go, "All right, this has been stressful, but at least sit there and appreciate that this fucking guy is helping me out in a moment where I really need someone to help me out." And I don't think he understands how desperate I am for someone to help me out.
Yeah.
And now I know he's the guy I need. If I ever come back here, he's the guy I need to speak to. And when I ever go back to Mercedes, this is the guy I need to speak to, because these two guys right here are helping me out more than they think they know. Like the guy that's helped me out, he's like, "Yo, I'm sorry I've been wasting your time." I was like, "No, bro, I appreciate everything you're doing, because before you, two people try to convince me not to buy the navigation after I already bought it."
Yeah. And that's
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, yo, I'm not the type of this is hard and it's time consuming, but I'm the type of person, no, let's get it done. Instead of you might as well not do it.
No.
Because yeah, anybody can sit there and go, oh, this is gonna be a bitch. Yeah, but he paid for it. So let's do it.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing too. Again, it's we said it the other day, and we've had this conversation of gaining the responsibility,
Yeah.
but the real gain we talked about the other day is now having to learn to have the patience
Yeah.
that comes with this responsibility. And I commend you, because even having that split second of just fucking finally blowing up, your composure was still there for the rest of it. And like I told you the other day, I think you're better than me, because I don't know if I would have lasted with so much composure.
Bro.
Because fucking today, going into one of the stores we went into, there was just so many fucking people that were just. I hate stores like that when there's too many fucking people that just
Yeah.
they're walking like they have their heads cut off,
Yeah.
and it just pisses me the fuck off, because I'm just like, why? This is a fucking store. You know what you came in here for. At least I would hope you know why you fucking came in here for. Fucking just look normally instead of.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, the place isn't on fire. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Because it's like people, this is where people, again, I love New York. But this is where people forget how to fucking have fucking decency in a sense.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I hate this shit. So I'm just like, nope. I'm going exactly why I came in here for. Grab my shit, get the fuck out.
Bro,
Because I was about to have a moment.
for some reason, I know I feel you. I leave stores like that. I can't. Stu Leonard's, I can't. I went back and I got that fucking chocolate milkshake.
Hey.
Yeah. I went there for more steaks and I'm like, for some reason it just doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm there and this dude's being helped and I'm waiting and I'm looking at the steaks and I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Like in my head, I'm like, I don't like the fact that I have to ask you for help to get this. One. And there's like nothing on the side. Like I can't just pick up shit.
Yeah.
And like the steaks that are on the side ain't like the ones that are behind the counter. And two, it's like, when would you turn around and be like, yo, bro, when I'm done with him, I got you next. Cool. I need some kind of acknowledgement. I don't want to feel like, oh, I learned invisibility.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand you're helping someone, but
At least
give me a
acknowledge.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of those. Because it's like, like, especially if you're the employee there, you know the situation. You know it's hey, someone's going to ask you because, unfortunately, this is the way you have it set up.
Yeah.
Acknowledge the person. Be like, hey, I got you in a second. Let me finish with them. I got you. That would be common decency.
Yep. A little bit. Yeah.
Unfortunately, like I said with the previous statement, some people forget to have common decency, especially in a place like that, because for some reason, fuck you. That's why.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck you, Joe Boo. I'll do it myself.
Fuck you. No ice cream for you. No chocolate ice cream for you. Fuck you. No steaks for you.
Yeah.
Like, and it's one of those where it's like, yo, what the fuck did I do to you? Like, it's not my fault that this is the situation. You guys chose this protocol. Help me. End of the day, I'm not trying. I don't gain anything from this. I'm paying you for this.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you're giving me the steaks for free. I am now going to pay for these steaks. Assist me in getting the steaks so I can then pay for said steaks.
Yeah. Hello, it's stressful on this side of the fucking counter with people walking around me. Sir, I'm here. Yes, I know you're here. Beautiful. Now that I know that you know that I'm here, can you please assist me? Give me a second. I shouldn't have to ask you for help. That's my first problem.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to ask you for help if I'm sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm standing there, you should ask me for help.
Yep.
Even if I don't need it. Yo, you need help?
Nope.
Nah, I'm good. All right, cool. If you do, I'm over there. Beautiful. But nope. Because where I work, I see a bunch of people coming out of an elevator doing this. And I'm like, you need help? Yeah, I'm trying to get to this place. You on the wrong floor, buddy. You're going to have to go up to. Oh, okay. Now, if I didn't ask him if he needed help, he'd been there for 3 hours.
And you know what?
They don't look the same.
You know what the issue is for a situation like that? I feel like they're just like, fuck, no one's probably going to help me anyway if I do ask. Just hopefully figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that is the situation. Like, bro, I walked into a shoe store today. And I see people looking for shit, trying to find hopefully, I guess what they were looking for. And the people at the cashier just like just talking to themselves. And I'm like, yo, aren't y'all supposed to ask? Like, don't you want I would assume they get commission off like sales and shit.
A little bit. I would assume that
nope.
also.
Like, I'm like, all right, cool. I go and I'm like, hey, you guys have this size. They're like, oh no, whatever's there is there. I'm like, go. I pick my shit up. I'm like, all right. Deuces.
See, now my first instinct would have just been to throw the fucking sneaker and just knock everything over and just walk out. Like, sir, whatever's there is there. Or just take shit. Thank you. I guess it's free.
Like,
If I can't even get you to help me find the size, I'm not going to expect you to take my money from me. That's too much to ask for. It actually, there's more of an effort for you to take my money from me. So I'm helping you out.
no, just that's it. It's
And
all
the
good.
and the audacity that people have expecting to get more money when they don't even fucking do shit.
Bro. Man.
That's, you know, like my father has patience. And I have my father's patience, but I also have my mother's short fuse. So I have a short fuse with a long patience, and it's conflicting. That's what causes a lot of stress in my body. It's conflicting. But it's one of those things. Like I always tell myself, like I'm different than everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. Yeah, I'm me. I'm like I'm not me. I'm me. One face off. You know what I'm saying? Like you know. So in certain situations like this, I want to go in guns blazing, but I know that's not gonna get anything done.
And that is the situation. It's like sometimes it's like, you know what? I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna cool down because there, there's nothing else that comes out of this. Fucking being mad and all that shit, it doesn't help. It doesn't help the situation. It doesn't get anything done. It's like, what's the point, you know? Hey,
Yeah, man, and
hey. Yo,
and I
my
really need
bad.
my shit done, huh?
My bad. Like I'm looking at my dog and like she legit did one of these. Like she stood up, fucking turned around, and just like adjusted herself to go to sleep, but looked so fucking weird. I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Like
words. Like, what
she's
you gonna take a piss?
like, she adjusted so much, and I'm like, it looked almost like aggressive the way she just laid down. I'm like, the hell?
Fuck you doing? Shit. No, but yeah, and telling you, Ray, it's difficult now because, like I said, we're the adults.
And that is unfortunately the issue of it all. That it's like
Yeah.
now we're at the age that it's like, fuck.
Yo, dude, it's I'm at the age where now when they say Mister in my last name, I don't go, oh no, that's my father. I just go, you know what? Okay,
Yeah.
because I don't think it means anything anymore. Before when it was like Mister such and such, like nah, that's my father. Because it's one of those like yeah, I'm not an old man. Like you could call me by my first name, you know, blah blah blah. Like I'm still in the era where I have to earn your respect. You know what I'm saying? Don't cater to me. But now like I'm not saying that because I'm old now I accept it. It's just like now it's like when you say Mr. My last name is it's your job and you're just reading a book and it's not out of respect. So it's like all right, whatever. I'm here because of this. How you gonna fuck me over? You have the balls to call me properly. You have the balls to address me properly, but how do you plan on fucking me over? You know what I'm saying? And then when you realize some people are not trying to fuck you over, then it's like, all right, I'll shake your fucking hand like a man.
Yeah.
I say, I appreciate you, Mr. Blah, 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 and we'll call it a day. I'll give you the respect that you know what I'm saying? But it's now it's like these young kids are changing because of, I don't want to say my generation, because I don't know what the fuck is going on, but a lot of shit, like, I guess respect ain't enough anymore. Having people's respect ain't enough because in all honesty, like we see, like my father,
Yeah.
he worked, 30, 40 years at the postal service. He was a letter carrier, and everybody respected him at the job. Everybody loved him at the job. He retired at the job. He could barely walk because of the pain that all he was holding his letter bag.
Yeah.
He got suspended 3 days for saving a child. Child ran in the street. My pops dropped his shoulder bag, ran in the street, saved him from getting hit by a car. They suspended him for it because he dropped his shoulder bag.
What the?
Yeah. And then and you see, he's getting his retirement and all that other shit, but it's like he gave his life to this job.
Yeah.
And it fucked him up. He can't do nothing. And at this point, it's like, yeah, you have everybody's respect, but
is it worth
that's
it?
not good enough.
Yeah. Is it like
Yeah,
it? You know what sucks? When we're younger, we're taught respect is everything.
Yeah.
We're taught how much the value of respect. You don't have to be liked, but having the respect
Yeah.
is what we're taught. We're taught in everything, in every workplace, in every society, in every moment. Respect means everything. And sometimes now, like it's that point of respect can mean jack shit because sometimes the people that quote unquote respect you, do they really?
Yeah.
Or is it they say it because it's the right thing to do and this and that? It's like, but your definition of respect, it might be a lot different than mine.
Yeah. And also people don't respect work because, like I just said, work doesn't get you anywhere.
Nope.
And they have this thing of if you work hard, they're just gonna give you more work.
Yeah.
And it's true because that's lazy management. That's the be honest with you, that's lazy management. The harder you work should not mean that you work more.
No.
But also people are respecting people that don't put any work in and just find luck in making a lot of money. And they're like, oh, I respect the Kardashians because look how much money they're making, or Tate, or these people or that people. And it's like, all right, cool, yeah.
No,
They manipulated their way into, and by manipulation, I mean they figured out a way to get to where they're going. And they're making money based off of luck and the right timing.
No, and this is why I say, like, your definition might be a lot different than mine.
Yeah.
Not saying you and me. I'm saying, like, in general for people.
Yeah.
Because, again, if you're able to respect this person, but then you're then respecting this person, it's like, wait a second. What earns your respect then?
Yeah.
Because for me, it just feels like you use the word likely. Like, I am a person that I will say things are, it's an honor to do this, it's an honor to do that. Cool. But my word respect is a lot different now. Because I used to say, I respect this person, I respect that person. And then I deemed, wait a second. If you're showing me this and then you're doing this, I can't respect you.
Yeah.
Because I respected what I believed the person was.
Yeah.
And then when you see it's like, you know what? You got to be more careful with that word. Just like I use the word, to me, the word friend and the word respect are very one and the same.
Yeah.
That it's like you have to be careful of what you use with that word. I can say now I have acquaintances a lot more, but the friend word is a lot more, to me, it has to be a lot more closer to you.
Yeah.
As with respect. And it's like, again, I could say, hey, that person's cool. Yeah, cool. I could say I like them, but the word respect, a whole different value to it. Because you have to, especially again, if you know the true definition and you have an actual sense of respecting people because they put in that work, they do what they need. And again, it doesn't even mean in a work sense, but just their ethic. A lot of things, there's a way to have a respect for someone and they earn that respect. And the fact that people use it at times and it's like, yo, man, I respect them because look at how they did. It's like, yeah, but did you see what they actually fucking did?
Yeah.
They didn't earn anything. Like,
my thing is, I can't. So like the Diddy situation.
Yeah.
People respect him because he makes a lot of money, right? And he's powerful. I don't respect people for that. Like anybody, and if it's not Diddy, it's someone else.
Yeah.
But because I've seen the journey of Triple H, Paul Levesque, I'm gonna call him Triple H because I don't know him personally. I was raised with him being Triple H. You know what I'm saying? So when I see the journey of him being a wrestler, then DX, and then being, more behind the scenes, and then now he's in control, I can respect his journey. I can respect what he's done to get to where he's at. I can admire that because 20, 30 years it took for him to get to where he's at.
Of course.
But that's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here with a poster on my wall going, I'm gonna be that. Because I don't know what it took him to get to where he's at. Because I only see what I can see with my eyes. Right? And also, everybody's path is different. I was always just like, I've never wanted to be anyone. Maybe Hulk Hogan when I was younger. But I've never wanted to be anyone because I realized how different the paths were. For me, I was exposed to an ugly truth of favoritism. Multiple times when I was a child in the 3rd grade, when I was in high school, like favoritism runs wild. And I've noticed sometimes the path for me is not the path that you take. It's easier for you than me. It's maybe easier for me than you sometimes. But it's always been, I'll respect your body of work. But other than that, if I don't know you, I can't truly, that because you are as a person. And I people that respect because of what.
Yeah.
It says I lost connection. Am I still here?
I can still hear you, yeah, but you're breaking up a little bit.
Okay. It's funny because when I was like, let's change the boxes. All right, I tested. Everything was fine. I should have just changed them anyway. See, this is why I was telling you before. Just listen to yourself. You know better than you're second guessing. But for me, it's like the people I interact with, I can respect people how they interact with me.
Got you.
So that's why it's like the Mercedes shit. The guy that I'm working with, a lot of respect for it. He's in there. He's helping me out. The other guy that was trying to convince me not to pursue this path, no.
No.
And I don't know you personally, but all I know is that you wanted to take the easy way out. And I'm sorry. I paid for this. And the one thing I got from my uncle is I paid for this. I'm getting it. My uncle was when he was going into karate, there was a dude, the baddest man on the planet at the time. His name was Frank Ryan.
Got you.
And he paid to be in his class. And Frank Ryan had this thing. The first couple weeks was the hardest weeks of your life. So that way, people that can't hack it quit. And he just basically got that money for free. And he goes, I was like, you still here? He goes, I paid you, didn't I? You want the money in full, motherfucker? I'm getting my money's worth. And I was like, oh, you crazy motherfucker, because you damn right. I'm not giving you this money for free, nigga. It's like shit. So I have that same stubbornness. It's like, I paid for it, so I want it. What is it gonna take? You know what I'm saying? And I might blow up and be like, yo, fuck this shit. Shit ain't worth it, but I'm gonna keep going.
Got you.
That's why I was saying where it's like, this is a different subject now that we're getting into. So do you want to add anything to it?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
All right. So this is where I was saying the frustration level is that, like, you want this shit to happen so bad. Like, for me, it got to a point where it's like I almost had to give up. Like, mentally, I just gave up and quit the fight for wanting this to happen.
Yep.
So that I can allow it to happen, if that makes sense.
No, I can get that. Yeah.
It's like it's weird where you're trying to open up a door so hard, right? You're pulling, it won't work. You go, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm not. I don't care about the door. And then you push it, and it opens. It's like I've quit pulling on the door, to get it open. But then I still tried to, but I just pushed it instead of pulling it. And now I'm in the door. But you get that moment of fuck, like defeat from this isn't working. But you're still accomplished it. You know what I'm saying?
It's you know what it is, because it's that fucking, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see, trying something else. Because frustration unfortunately does that. Frustration can put that point of just like, fuck. Let's try one more way.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, sometimes that's usually what it takes, just having a little bit of clarity. Because unfortunately, again, when you're in that scenario, when you're feeling that's like everything is just against you at that point,
Yeah.
you're probably fucking it up because you're not thinking clearly.
Yeah.
And you do it the one time that it's like, fuck. And it's one of those where it's like, sometimes you just need that breather. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to fucking get in that moment, but just relax. You'll get your shit done.
Yeah.
As much as it feels like this isn't gonna happen, this shit is just fuck it, fuck everything, fuck the world type shit. Sometimes you just have to relax, take a breath, come back to it, and let's do it.
Yeah. It's like hope is out the window. Then he kicked him in the head. He's knocked out. He did it. You know?
It's legit. It's that point of like, fuck. You see it in MMA when they tell you when you're like in a fucking guillotine, that it's like, take that breath, try to find your way. You're good. Because that's the worst thing anyone could do. When you're in a submission hold like that and you start to scurry, that's it. You're fucked. Because the minute you start scurrying, they're locking it in worse.
Yeah.
Take that breath, relax, fucking take a fucking view of what your situation is. Get yourself out of it. You've trained for this. You know what you're doing.
Word.
Relax.
Jungle Boy trained for it. That way you don't get choked out by.
Unfortunately, he did not. See? That's what he gets for not watching his surroundings. He decided, fuck it, spear. And look what happened. CM Punk was ready.
He's mad because CM Punk no-sold him.
Oh, man. He was like, come on, man. We called this. Push, take down.
Word.
Oh, shit, man. I'm sorry.
We're supposed to look tough.
Oh, fuck, man. That's just.
Yeah. Shit, but it's that 4B shit. I don't know.
That's still getting to.
Yeah, because it's weird, bro. Because I see this, and then the Fresh and Fit podcast.
Yeah.
Like what's going on with them now, right?
No. What happened now?
Fresh,
Yeah.
He apparently got a prostitute pregnant, but they were together, and like he told her that he loved her and blah blah blah. Bought her a $30,000 chain. She went on Abba Preacher's shit, and they had a whole like interview, and he asked the questions, and she had documents and proof and shit.
Okay.
His videos and all that other shit, and he got her pregnant, and
Okay.
he wanted her to get rid of the baby. She's not getting rid of the baby, and now he's like, "Fuck this, fuck her. I don't know her." Like he's disowning her.
Wow.
And people are turning on him on their own show and shit like that. And he's saying that he's done this before, where like he'll get a girl pregnant, and then he'll be like, "Yo, we could be together, but it ain't right for to have a baby." Blah blah blah. They'll get an abortion, and he'll never speak to her again. So that's the MO that I'm seeing. But the crazy shit is like, these are the same men that want you to have discipline. They want you to, take responsibility for your actions.
This is why I hate those fucking podcasts, man. Because again, it's a lot of we're gonna preach it, but never fucking do it.
Yeah, the crazy. During the pandemic, I used to watch them a lot,
Yeah.
and only when they had women on. Because a few reasons. One, some of the chicks were bad. I follow them on social media. Two, I wanted to see what they said. What's going on, Big Food? I wanted to see what they said. And after a while, they kept saying the same shit. They kept asking the same question. They kept giving the same scenarios. They kept doing this. I was like, oh, okay, this is a repeat show. This is live, but it's a repeat show.
Yeah.
So then I just got like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm a grown man. I don't need no advice from niggas for women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need advice. I've been through some shit with women, and I've learned if you speak to them like a human, sometimes they speak back like
Yeah.
human. You know, human to human interaction.
No.
So then I see this shit, and everybody's selling Fit to get rid of Fresh because of this.
Yeah.
And he goes off, like he starts yelling at the shit. It's one of those like, bro, you throwing a temper tantrum? Like, what's wrong with you? And then
Are
he
you
came
okay?
back, was like, yo, imagine if one of y'all people did this. In my head, it'd be like, yo, not for nothing. Let's say if Show did this, or you did this, or Kenny, someone did this. That's y'all business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna force you to do anything in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I do, what I stand for, and what I would do in a situation is completely different from what anybody else would do in a situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I get it.
Yeah.
You're still my people, right? So, what am I gonna do?
No. So I do want to ask. Because we just had this respect conversation and all
Yeah,
that. So now let's put in the scenario. Let's say it's you and me.
yeah,
Again, I'm your boy. But if I come to you and let you know, yo, man, I'm with this girl. You know the relationship I have with this girl. Yo, man, I love her. All this and that. 2 months later, yo, this girl's pregnant, man. I'm gonna ask her to get an abortion. 'Cause I can't fuck. I don't want a baby right now. Yo, we got the podcast. I don't want a baby right now. Yo, so and so did it for me. Why not? Why won't this one do it? Again, you can say we boys, but knowing that I even said that, someone's already done this before. Could you have the same respect for a person like that?
Well, yeah, I know people like that. I know people in that similar situation that happened. And to me, it's like, yo, sometimes it's not the right time to bring a baby in it. You know, like, yo, listen.
That yeah. When there's
You know what I'm
situations like
saying?
that,
Yeah,
but the way that this person is portraying it,
yeah.
I don't think anyone could be boys with someone like that. That they're just
Well,
like egging it on, you know?
if
Like
we
if it,
were millionaires and all that, I understand.
yeah,
But the thing to me, like, if we had this conversation,
yeah,
right, and it was legitimate, like, yo, I could barely take care of myself. I got this, I got
Yeah.
that. This girl, you know, she doesn't work, or like she just started this and all that other shit. Like, this is really gonna put a tampering on it. Like, I love her, but we can't have this shit right now. It's like, yo, bro, I completely understand.
yeah.
And she had the abortion, you're still together, and yada yada yada. Now, if you want some, damn, I fucked up, I got this bitch pregnant. It's still one of those, like, you don't want to have a baby by the wrong woman. So I can understand people asking,
Yeah.
but to trick them into it and then stop talking to them, it's like, you should have wore a condom in the first place. But also, people, for me, I can't hold people to my standards. So it's like, bro, I hope you learn from this shit.
And yeah, I got you. Because it to me is just like, yo, like doing that scenario and just again trying to be like, well, and it's like, yo, that is a huge thing. Because
Yeah,
now it's like, yo, you're fucked. Now your baby is coming.
yeah,
Like this is the thing. Like, yo, you didn't want to get into a situation like this. Wear a fucking condom. Wear a
yeah,
fucking condom because some people are gonna be like, nah, you said you love me, so boom,
yeah.
here we are.
See, yeah,
And it's a scenario where, oh, but I already did that to this person. I stopped talking to him. It's like, yo, that's worse. Because how are you gonna try to convince someone else, and now they know your history?
Yeah.
Like,
But but then again, like to me, that's like I wouldn't let my family go out with you
yeah,
if that's who you are. But like I said, for me, if I know you still got my back, it's like, all right, cool, whatever. But now if it was one of those things where it's like, let's say you try to, like, we was a big thing, right?
yeah,
We had like $1 million company, and you convinced me to sell this company. And then I find out that I sold the company to another company that you own, and now you own this shit. Basically, it's like, oh, you just ripped this shit from my, you know what I'm saying? Like, now then it's like, all right, you directly involved me. Like, you directly, now I can't respect you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Now it's a whole different
It's like
kind of.
you're in a situation with someone else, and all that. Like him, I'm not gonna lie, him bragging about doing all that shit, I can't respect.
Yeah,
So it's different than you bragging about some shit like this, because I know you.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's people I've seen or people that I can foresee doing this shit, and it's like, yo, bro, you're a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I keep my distance from you. But it's like, I like, if you were to be in this situation, because to be honest with you, love is lust, and no one says I'm in lust with you. So if you was in lust with somebody and this shit happened, and then baby, this became serious, fuck, I need a way out, because I'm not really, like, the epiphany hit me. I'm not really feeling you the way I thought I was.
Yeah.
So,
Now it all clicked that it's like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, now what?
Yeah.
What do
So
I
it's
do
like, I
here?
get it. But I was always raised like, if you was man enough to make one, you gotta be man enough to take care of one. But society nowadays don't live by that. But still, this is why I'm always cautious. You know what I'm saying?
Same, because it's that is my thing. Because that's why I was asking. Because for me, I was taught with, again, that same kind of value of, you made it. That's it. That is now. This is you. You made your bed, lay in it. Like, is that scenario of like, this is now the situation.
Yeah.
And when I see people do this and almost gloat about it, that it's like, and the worst part is, I think that's what pisses me off with a scenario like this. It's more because they are at that position of fucking millions of people watching.
Yeah.
And you're affecting these people, because now it's like, for some, they're like, oh, cool, that's all I got to do. Get them to fucking let me do shit like this. And worst comes to worst, yo, just get the abortion.
Yeah. But
And that's fucking, that sucks to hear.
But you see, now this is where Spider-Man comes in. As cheesy as this may sound, with great power must come great responsibility. This guy apparently has the power to have sex with multiple women and all this other shit. Now we have the responsibility to cover it up. Have birth control. Make sure that you let it be known, I'm not trying to have kids. And you take those steps to not have kids. There's plenty of people that I was like, yo, we gonna put this shit on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have sex for the first time because I didn't have a condom. You know, like I was offered, and I was like, I don't have a condom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's one of those. It's like, that's what was ingrained in me. Like, yeah, it feels phenomenal raw. But you also got to tell yourself, is this the woman that, if I got pregnant, that I would be happy to be with?
And that's the responsible thing to do.
Yeah.
That is the responsible thing to fucking, because anyone's gonna be like, you know what? Nah, man, don't be a bitch. It's like, it's not about being a bitch. It's about that scenario of, again, if you decide to do this, now what?
Yeah.
Like,
because I don't like when my choice is taken away from me.
mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I made the choice to nut inside you, so I accepted the fact of having a baby. That's my acceptance of it.
Yeah.
So now she keeps it or not. You know what I'm saying? So what am I supposed to do? And I know when I was younger, I had different feelings about all this other shit because when you're younger, you don't really know the gravity of the situation.
Yep.
You think it's a get out of jail free card. It's like, all right, woo. But then you start seeing the life that from these babies, and you're like, wait a minute. You get up there and you're like, yo, I'm almost at that age where I should be having some of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Now it's like,
wait a minute,
oh.
this became serious. You see some of your friends now have kids, and it's like, oh shit. And God forbid you have a kid with a partner that isn't suitable for you, or isn't a perfect, like, people like, when you gonna have kids? When I find a woman that's worth having a kid with. That means that she's a good mother. She's like that I can trust with my shit. That would accept the way I would choose to raise a kid. Because the way that my mother and my father raised me is, if my mother said no, my father said no. They spoke about it and they changed their mind. It wasn't, can I go to the store? No. Yes. Oh, dad said yes. Nah. What'd your mother say? No. Then fuck out of here. Don't ask me no questions. You know, I was raised on a block where if my mother said no, everybody else said no. If I snuck out my house and went to the store, the dude be like, nah, I can't take your money. You know what I'm saying? Your mother said you couldn't be here. You know what I'm saying?
No, and that's that again. It's stuff like that I hate. I hate because we've said it so many times on here. But stuff like that that's almost lost. You know?
Yeah.
It's shit like that this is what creates these situations where I'm just like, who lets these people have a voice? And again, freedom of speech. Everyone's allowed to have one. But
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That it's like
Yeah.
the fact that these people again have the that's what I should say. Who lets them have this huge platform? And then they use it in such a wrong degree. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Here we are.
It's because they say the shit that everybody else wants to hear. It's like, we can pander to people all we want, probably make it bigger, but it's like, that's not who we are. It's like, my brother was telling me about this show that they're not fresh and fit, but they're part of that community also. And they were talking to these women. They were like, basically, the man rules.
Got you.
So the man makes the decisions. You get in line and you fucking follow him. And the girl was like, I mean, I'll follow the nigga, but if he like something and I go, well, I don't understand why you're saying that, and he can explain and convince me why what he said was right, then it was like, all right, I'll follow him. He's like, nah, you need to shut the fuck up and just follow him and blah 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 and all that. That's why nobody wants to marry you. And in my head, I was like, well, that makes sense. Because sometimes the best idea come with pushback.
Of course. And sometimes, again, that pushback has to just, again, to reevaluate it all, in a sense.
Yeah.
So,
Yo, but also think about this shit.
yeah.
Wouldn't you want a strong woman in your life to deal with the shit that you're going through? Because if all you had was just a submissive, okay, it gets boring.
To me, I rather have someone that, again, because we've had this conversation. To me, conversation means it all. And if our conversation is, I say something, okay, yeah, that's not a conversation.
Yeah.
I need someone that it's going to be, tell me if you think I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Give me options. Let's not just be fucking, you say this, so I respond that, and we're done. No, let's have conversations. Let's have that moment where it's like, no, especially if we're building something, we should both have input. This shouldn't just be a one-way scenario.
Because not for nothing, I've always seen it as a relationship is a best friendship.
Yes, that's what it should be.
And
that should be, as much as, again, every guy says, nah, that my girl can't be my best friend. It's like, but it should be. That should be almost like your best. You can have your boys, but that person you're building this huge bond with needs to be that, because that is a scenario of they should know almost everything.
But that's the thing though. It's like you're you're comparing apples to trees.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because your best friend that you chill with is you're comfortable. Y'all talk shit, blah blah blah. He got your back, you got your back, blah blah blah. Your woman isn't your friend. But when you lay down at night and you go, I think it's time we move in another house. And she goes, okay. And you just end the conversation there. And now you're stuck with everything. You're like, why the fuck did I even say this to you?
Yeah.
But when you go, I think we should move in another house. What you mean? I mean, this one's a little bit too small. I want something, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you know something? I hear you. All right, so where do you want to live? Like, what do you want? This and a third. Like, you do know that it's going to take this and this. It's like, you know, I'm going to have to take more hours in this. All right, don't worry about it. I can handle the house. I can handle the kids. I could do this. I could do that. You're planning. You're having this talk where it reassures or reaffirms your dream at the moment.
Yep.
Where it's not a partnership. Like why would you just sit there and be like, shut the fuck up and what I say goes? When in reality, you're gonna need some kind of help.
Yeah.
When it comes to shit. Because if you're working all this time, you're making all this money, what are you gonna do? You gonna hire somebody to look at houses? And then what's gonna happen? They're gonna take your girl to go look at the house. You have to be able to trust your girl's judgment. You have to be able to be like, yo, your girl knows that this is too expensive for what we're looking for, or the area here isn't good enough for kids, or this and like this is where your partner comes in. Like I always said, is like the girl that's with the drug dealer that knows what's going on and handles the shit and doesn't take no shit from that. That's the type of chick that I need. You know what I'm saying?
You want
Like
that ride or die. And
Yeah.
it's that scenario where people are like, oh, but you need this. No, ride or die. Again, for movies, it means one thing. But just that ride or die of like, we have that understanding.
yeah,
We have that deeper understanding that, again, sometimes you're going to tell me how fucking stupid I sound. But
yeah.
other times you're going to help me build this. And we're going to now create our life. Because that's the
Yeah.
issue. This is where people don't understand why you should want that partnership and you should want that. Because again, I would assume if you're with someone, you want this to be the better future for you both and the family you're going to create.
Yeah.
Because this shouldn't be just, oh, this is what I want to make sure for my life. And this shouldn't be what she wants for her life. No. This should now be
And-
what we want.
Yeah. And if you can't trust this woman with your moments of insecurity, how are you going to trust her with your kids? In all honesty.
Bingo. Uh-oh.
Because she has to have some kind of compassion.
Yeah.
Because the kid is going to need a lot of compassion when it's crying, when it's growing up. It doesn't understand shit. It gets hurt. It gets emotionally hurt. You know, you got to be there for the first heartbreak and all that other shit. And it's like, if I can't trust you with my shit,
Yeah.
how am I going to trust you with my kid's shit? You know what I'm saying? And it like that whole be a man bullshit is like, yeah, okay. But sometimes like for a woman, man can't always be a man. Sometimes he needs some emotional support. And this is where the woman steps in. You know what I'm saying? That's the roles. That's the roles for men and women. The same way that these guys are talking about, you got if someone breaks in your house, you know, they expect you to fucking go save them and all that other bullshit. It's like, yeah, but also when I'm not here emotionally, I expect you to understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's that's not much to ask for. Just ask for everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what that people don't. That's why this 4B movement shit in Korea, it's different for me in my eyes because it's like I'm pretty sure that's what they want. But like with the whole uh arranged marriages and all this other stuff, and people are basically living your life for you until you can't live it no more. It sucks for them. So I get it. They want their ability to choose, and I guess that's how you have to do it. But here, everyone has the ability to choose, but no one has the common sense to make a choice, to make the right choice. You know, it's you're walking in the store with an unlimited credit card, and you get the most expensive shit, but you forget that you have to fucking. Did I get hit or? All right, you pay for the most expensive shit, but you forget that you have to pay for that credit card. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened that everything just said, fuck you.
Doo-doo. You gotta change your name. You had to change your camera.
No, for some reason everything just went black, and I don't know if you heard me at all at that point.
No, I didn't hear you.
So yeah, everything just shut off. Even my light, and I'm just like, am I here? Because it's saying the camera's on.
Yeah.
And it said my mic was on. And I could hear myself because I could hear myself in the headphones. And I'm just like, I don't think he can hear me because I'm answering and he's just continuing the conversation.
No, yeah, I didn't. I didn't hear it.
All good. All good.
What part did you not hear?
No, I can hear everything. And I'm answering back because I'm just like, no, yeah. And it's and I'm answering. But I'm like, I don't think he can hear me. But it's all good. This is, you gotta love technology, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You know what it is? They don't they don't want us to continue to talk about this because they know we are opening people's mindsets here. We are opening minds.
Pretty much.
But
so yeah, so like what I was saying was that in Korea they're being forced to live their life through other people before they can finally live their life, and they don't have a life to live anymore because they got kids and a family and all that other shit. And here, people have the choice, but they don't know how to make the choice. They have an unlimited credit card, but they don't understand that when the bill comes, you got to pay that back.
And it sucks because it's that scenario of everyone is almost like, you never enjoy what you have till you don't have it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for those in Korea and in many countries, because there's many countries like that, but just specifically today, we're talking about that just because of that being where this is prevalent at the moment. They would love to have that freedom to be able to choose. Hey, if they decide to do this, if they don't decide to do this, whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
And with here, it's just like, it is, again, it's a plethora of options. And people still complain.
Yeah.
People still complain because you have the scenarios like we talked about with the fucking Fresh and Fit. that guy has the plethora of options, has the money, has the power of, in a sense. And he does this and just fucking shows why, again.
And the crazy shit is this. Like I said, I don't know him from a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
But from what I see, he looks lame as shit.
Yeah.
So I'm here going, how the fuck is he bagging bitches like that? And then you see a bunch of lame dudes bagging. It's like, all right, well, I obviously am not gonna even try because I wouldn't want someone that would go out with him. Is that's another criteria. You ever see a chick? It's like, yo, this chick is bad, but you kind of with the stupid nigga. Like, that's your standards. I'm good. You ever see that before?
Wait, could you repeat that? Because you were breaking up a little bit, bro.
All right, so like what I said was, you see a bad bitch, and you're like, damn, she's bad, and then you see the chick that the dudes that she's fucking with, you're like, him? I'm good.
And it sucks because it's like, that just shows you like, okay.
Yeah, it was like, if you're dealing with this lame nigga, you got nothing for me.
Like, and it sucks because it's like, oh well, I guess I'm not gonna work because either you're liking the dick, you're liking like, and I'm not saying the dick because that, I'm saying you like that type of dude.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking the asshole, this and that. And it's like, well, this ain't gonna work because I'm not that. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be that guy.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a lot of people like that. That it's like the parents just like, what the fuck, and it just goes into a whole fucking plethora.
Yeah. It just it's crazy because I've been there. It's like really I'm good because it's one of those like I can't be your friend. I can't be in the friend zone with you.
Yeah,
I'm not. You're not worth it. And you get the fucking. You want to fuck? Nah, I'm good. And then the dude's like, "Yo, you got to take your time." It's like, "Nah, I'm good, nigga. I'm not you. I don't want to be you. I don't want to be you." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. I'll find somebody that has some kind of common sense.
yeah.
Cause she got to be desperate.
Oh man,
Yeah, like it's bad. She got to be desperate, or you got to be doing something. Either way, it's not for me.
yeah. Either way, it's just like this ain't it. This ain't it.
Word. Go call your mama or something. I'm I'm not here at the moment.
Nope. Yeah, see, I live on the 5th floor.
Word. It's
I
like
live on the 5th floor. That's
it's like oh no, thank you. I don't believe in Jesus.
it's like no, no, no,
No,
no. Superman's
no,
not here.
no. It's okay. We do this later. Tell me about it tomorrow. No.
No, thank you. No.
Yeah, no, I don't believe. I don't want it. Thank you. but but yeah, bro. It's. I don't find it weird hearing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I don't know the nigga, but I know the nigga. Like, you know people, so it's
Yeah.
like I don't know what he's doing, and good for him. He got you, but I am no longer interested.
Yeah. No, nothing. It's a scenario of like, okay, well, like that's what you wanted. Because usually, when you see scenarios like that, they don't last.
Nope. Then they
But it's
look for
like,
Superman.
but then it's like, hey, that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
That's what you're putting out. This is the type. And it's like, good luck, because that is now what you're gonna attract. And you're gonna be like, no, but why am I not finding what I actually need? Why am I not finding this? And it's like, if this is what you put out, you're not gonna find anything but that.
Yeah.
Like, that is the energy you're seeking. This is what you're putting out there. So you're gonna get a lot of that. Like, it's not gonna be like, oh, you're putting this out, and then total opposite shows up. It's like, no. Like, you whatever you're putting out is what you're gonna find. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
unfortunately the scenario.
It's Superman that's not here.
No.
Yeah. And yo, bro, I fucking. It's crazy because I'm in a situation where it's like so much shit is happening right now
Yeah.
that it's like I could, but I'm gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you've seen my cousin Vinny, right?
Yeah.
It's like the outcome of this case. The judge wants to kill me. This fucking bird, I can't get more than 3 hours of sleep, and now your biological clock is ticking. How much shit can we put on the outcome of this case? Like, that's where I'm at. So that's where I'm like, you know what? When I'm in a better situation and I'm comfortable, then we'll go slow.
Yeah.
I get pushed back, like, you know, we'll talk about it off the air. But you know, there's some things where it's like, okay, cool, but we can't. I can't rush into this
No.
because the last thing I need is to go this way when I'm supposed to go that way, and I'm fuck.
No, and this is why I said earlier, reevaluate before for oh
Yeah,
whoops. So that is the last thing you want to do.
word,
Like, but we'll definitely talk about that off the air. So that way
word.
we can just look at the scenarios and look at all the
Yeah.
amazing stuff on the outside. So
So
we'll do
yeah, what's going on with you, Ray? We heard enough about me.
that. Nah, man, it's the same old shit. It's staying busy with all this bullshit. The reason why we couldn't be here last night because as always, I'm trying to stay busy with the commentary shit, stay busy with the wrestling shit, stay busy with the podcast shit. And
How's that going for you? You like it? You feeling like that's the way to go to stay busy, or
you know what's funny? That was my topic this week. When I had my therapy.
yeah? I
Was
feel
that-
like me and your therapist talk. I just don't know.
Somehow you guys talk about it because that was legit what I spoke to her about this week. And
What's
it's
her
a
name?
scenario-
If her name
uh,
is Charlie, I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
and it's funny because I it's to me, I'm better off when I'm busy.
Yeah,
Like I'm the type of person I need to be busy. I need to be having this. Like my plate can never be empty in that scenario because I like to thrive on that. I like to be in that situation where the after is just like fuck. But at the same point, when I'm not busy like that, I'm jittery. Then it's like now I'm searching for something. So even when I'm in that point that it's like, okay, cool. Like WrestleMania weekend last week, I'm just like, cool, trying to enjoy, trying to do this. And at the same point, I'm like, fuck, let me make something. Let me edit something together.
yeah,
Like that weekend, I decided to make fucking 4 videos promoting shows for some reason. And I'm just like, I could just enjoy the wrestling right now. No one cares about promoting shows right now. No one is fucking going nuts about it. But nope, let me do that.
yeah.
So to me, it's almost like that's my fix right now. It's like being busy and doing all that. It gets me just calm and peaceful. But at the same point, it's the fucking stress of it all.
Do you,
But it's that happy go medium, I guess.
yo? If this is a question that you asked, let me know. But do you think that you like the stress? Is there something about the stress that makes you want to do it, or do you feel like you need to do it to stay relevant, or is it just
No, it's definitely not that. It was a similar question asked, but it was in a different way.
all right?
Because it was asked, is it that I'm doing this to forget about my other issues?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to go through,
Yeah.
but I
And
didn't know how to ask it that way.
And that definitely is what it is. I think I put that in my way.
Yeah,
I don't have to worry about X, Y, and Z. If you catch my drift.
yeah. I get you. You ever afraid that one day you're gonna have to deal with those without like?
I still there's still moments that I have to deal with it. Like no
Yeah.
matter what I'm doing, it comes.
Yeah,
And I've tried to make them few and far between where I have those moments of just like I'm in my own thoughts. But sometimes it's gonna happen.
but what I mean is like, are you running from those moments? Because sometimes it's like most of the times it's having that difficult conversation with yourself, and it's accepting,
yeah.
forgiving, and allowing certain things to happen. Right?
I don't think I am anymore, but I definitely am still at that point where
You're not ready for that.
if I don't have to, I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not at that point anymore where it's as like I don't even want to talk about it
Yeah.
because I definitely, luckily, through the years and the conversations I've had, I've gotten to a point now where it's easier to even talk about it. Like shit, the episodes we've done on here a
Yeah.
year ago, I would not have even been able to give input on anything because I would have just been like, like I wouldn't have been able to talk about like my depression and the deaths and all that, like it would have been a different type of conversation.
Yeah.
But now I'm at that point where again, I don't want to get fully into where I was during all that. And I think that's why I try to, I guess, fill my plate.
Yeah.
Because I know unfortunately that's still like in the back of my head.
See,
If that makes sense.
no, it makes sense. See, for me, I've always been the type that I confront things head on. So
Yeah.
when I start noticing shit, and it may take a while, shit,
Yeah.
but when I start noticing shit, I'll have those difficult moments because I don't want to say I'm not afraid of it. It's just I get mad. So if some shit happens, like, yo, bro, what the fuck is going on? And then you have those conversations with yourself where it's not being honest with yourself, but giving out every scenario, right? Where like for me, it'll be like, you know, I was mad that I wasn't able to give part of my liver to my mother. But then you face the fact that I couldn't give a part of liver to my mother because she was already past that.
Yeah.
And she didn't tell us until it got to that point. Then it's like, I never forced anybody to do. I didn't John Q it. Well, she wouldn't want you to be in that situation. You know, my uncles, like, you don't get to say goodbye. You don't do this. And you had where every scenario of your grief and every scenario of what if or I should have or this or that comes out, whether you mean it or not. It's just something, you know, because sometimes you're like, if I would have fucking jumped when I was 6 over that crack, maybe this would have never happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that comes up. But then when you are true to yourself in responses, almost like you're talking to yourself out of body, where it's like one of those, Ray, if I was in your situation, what would you tell me? And you do it to yourself. I kind of feel like that helps because fear is false evidence appearing real. And sometimes when you're not hiding but avoiding certain things, it's mostly through fear. And the fear isn't always defined what it is, but sometimes when you go through it, you realize like this is the way it is. And the more you do it, the more you start going, okay, you know what? There's really nothing I could have did about it.
Yeah.
You know, like there's it. How do we move forward? You know?
Yeah. It's one of those where that is something that for years, that was definitely one of the fears. That was definitely one of those that is just like, fuck, there had to be something, you know?
Yeah.
Like if we would have called sooner, if we would have done something sooner, if we would have just seen certain things. And years later, it's like, fuck, now knowing how to, but it's like, there's nothing we could have done.
Yeah.
Like even the doctors say, like, unfortunately, even if he was in a hospital, it would have happened.
Yeah.
And it's one of those where that it took me years to finally accept. But that now it's not one of those that it's like, fuck, if I would have done this, if I would have done that, is it their fault? Is it this? Because I blamed everyone that day. I blamed every single person.
Yeah.
And more, I'm just like, nah, everyone tried. Like now that I'm older, I'm like, nah, man, that's why. Like that day of, police are just like, hey, can you guys just stay here and talk? Like, because they noticed I was quick to like be calm. It's like, hey, can you like try to help them calm down and this and that? And I'm like, okay. And they tried to reassure, no, yeah, he has a pulse. Just someone come to the hospital, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, they're lying.
Yeah.
They're lying through their teeth, but they have to try to calm a scenario just because making that worse doesn't help.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like all of that throughout the years now, I'm just like, no, that's they need to do that in order to help and just help the process a little bit. But more and more, I think I don't know if it's the goodbye that I still haven't gotten through. Like it's one of those where I think that has been almost the thing that has never escaped me, you know? Like that oh, we didn't get to do that. We didn't get to, and that's any death though, especially
Yeah.
when they come out of, unfortunately,
Yeah.
anywhere, that it's like you never know what to really say. And unfortunately, I had that moment where I legit was on we were on a FaceTime video saying goodbye to my grandmother, and I got to, in a sense, say goodbye. And even in that moment, you just don't know what to say. So even when because you think about it, when it's like, what would you say? And you're in that moment, and it's like nothing that you think you would comes out.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. That it's like, and that's one of those, I think, that's still about my dad is still like lingering in the back of my head. That it's like, I didn't get to say this, I didn't get to say that. But when you're in the moment, none of that is there, you know? But I think that's one of those things that it still bothers me. Like that's still there. That's still one of those, with all the rest of the stages of grief that I think I just skipped through just because I had to, in a sense.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of those that is just, it's there. And I know it is. And the worst part is I know that's one of the things, because when I see shit and I see a lot of these, like, because movies do it the best. Movies always give that moment of like, they get to say goodbye and they get to have that nice resolution before someone dies. And it's just like, that's not how it happens.
Nah.
Like, shit, the Mayans did it the worst. The Mayans fucking, with that, I was just like, fuck, even though we know he's about to fucking get killed, it's just like that moment though, getting to have that fucking, almost that resolution in that moment. It's just like you want to be able to have that little bit of just being able to say those last words,
Yeah.
And that's something that's still like, that gets me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Have you ever thought about it? Like, you ever thought about actually?
I think I do it every time I go to see him, and it I don't know if it's, again, subconsciously, it it doesn't fulfill that, weirdly enough.
I hear
Like
you.
doing it then, it's like it's still, because again, I talk to him a lot of times. Like anytime I'm about to do something, like before I do these shows, I talk to him. And even if I don't get to go to the cemetery, I just talk to him. And it's one of those that no matter what, it's still that I didn't get to, like I've said on here, I do believe they watch us. I do believe they're seeing us. But not being able to do it, knowing that he could hear me, you know? I think that's what it still bugs me, you know?
I hear you. Nah, it shit. Because as much as you would want to, like I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to my uncle before I got there, but at his funeral, at the wake, I was like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna try my best to, look out for these girls," type shit. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no,
So I hear you.
no. No, it's again, it's hard. It's a situation that I don't know, because I've gone through this with this for years now. It's one of those where, like I said, a lot of this has gotten easier to talk about. A lot of this is still like, there's a lot more that I haven't said to anyone,
Yeah,
and it's stuff that is just like, I again, I try to battle through, and there's, like I said, I always say, got nothing to complain about, because there's always gonna be, there's something bright at the end, there's something at least to look forward to. There's a lot of stuff to be able to be thankful for, and I try to use that in order to not fall back into those down moments, because that's the last thing they would want to see,
Yeah.
That's why I keep that mentality of they are watching us, because if we stay down and we stay this, it's like, hey, you're living, enjoy it, do do what we would want to see you do, instead of being down, and instead of celebrating them, we're just making it worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, to me, it's one of those where, again, some moments are gonna be harder. Some moments is just like you don't want to fucking do anything. You don't want to celebrate. You don't want to do any of that. But it's like those have to be in that theory of just, hey, make those. They can happen. They need to happen sometimes because it's natural. Um, but make it where, again, like we tie into earlier, make those moments that are brighter a lot longer and a lot more meaningful, so that way it shines brighter through those moments of, unfortunately, the despair, and those moments of darkness, and those moments that you do have to be down, because that's
Yeah.
natural too. Again, anyone that is listening, like we said earlier, you do have to live in those moments sometimes, because it is real. This isn't we're never going to say on the podcast that, oh, life is going to be fucking sunshine and rainbows, because it's not. There are going to be those moments that it's going to be good, it's going to be fucking fun, it's going to be getting to live those moments for the best. But there are going to be those hard moments, and those you have to live just like you would live any other,
Yeah.
because that it helps value those good moments even more. So, at least for me, that's how I see it. That it's like when you get through those, and it's like, cool, now we get to enjoy these. We get to enjoy these conversations. We get to do this. Like, it's those peaks and valleys.
Yeah. Nah, for real. That's what it boils down to, is living, because you're still doing it.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, they always say you would want to be buried by your kids instead of burying your kids.
Yeah.
They taught you as much as they can while they were here.
Yep.
Now they live through you. And that's sometimes it's hard to appreciate that people love you.
Yep.
You know,
You,
because you try to hold yourself to their standards. You also got to realize that you're not them. You're a
yeah.
piece of them, but you're not them.
I think that's what makes it so much harder, because you forget that. You forget that you still have to be you, and you don't have to you they're living through you, but you are still you.
Yeah.
I think we forget that at times, because we become almost ingrained on, oh, but this is how he would do it, or this is how that she would do it, or this is how they would want things done, and it's like, yeah, but you're not them. You can, again, like I said, celebrate them, do what you have to, but there's still a scenario of they want to see what you're going to do.
Yeah.
They've taught you the way, they've showed you what some choices, but you also have to become your own adult. You have to become yourself, and that's what they want to see.
Yeah. Because as much as I would want to try, my mother and my uncle would have handled the situations with what I went through a lot differently.
Yep.
But I'm handling it the way I can handle it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They left their mark on people. Now it's time to leave your mark on people. And like we always said, you can only be the second best when you imitate someone, but you could be the very best you, right?
Exactly. No, and
So,
that is the best way to look at it, man, because again, life is, like we said, life is too short, and it's too short to try to live someone else's life. You have to live your own life. Again, others can live through yours, but you have to remember to live your own life. You have to live it through your lens, live it through your choices, live it through, again, live your life. Live how you would live it. Live, again, you can take the roadmap by others and try to interpret it your way, but you have to do it your way, because if not, no one else can.
Yeah. And
No one else
also, when you do it your way, you honor them.
Yeah.
You know, because life is a bunch of lessons, and some you're taught, and some you learn on the way through experience.
And sometimes again, it's gonna be a lot of fucking hard lessons. It's gonna be
I
a
hope,
lot of hard
yeah.
fucking lessons.
If you're lucky enough to learn those hard lessons through someone else's experience, bless you.
Exactly.
But sometimes you got to learn through the school of hard knocks, baby.
Oh
But
man, and those are
yeah,
the best. Those are the best. But again, we like
yeah,
we told you, those hard moments like that are. I hate to. I don't want to lie and say they're few and far between, because sometimes they are going to be a lot more prevalent than other moments. But those moments help you enjoy the best ones next.
yeah.
Those allow you to learn, and it's like, you know what? Now it becomes easier. Now it becomes those moments that it's like, you know what? Hey, I dealt with something like this. Now I know what to do here. Now I know what to
Yeah,
do if this scenario happens again. Or you're able to teach someone else, and that's the best thing. Because being able to help others again, karma's real, man.
yeah.
Helping others, best thing you can do.
And they teach you if it's worth it or not.
Yeah.
Because life has a way of setting shit straight for you.
Yep.
So it's one of those things where I go back to the car. When I bought this car, I said, this is going to be I'm going to pay this off. I'm going to keep it. And if I ever get another one, it's going to be a second car.
Yeah.
And this week just showed me. No, I meant that. That's why I'm going through all this shit now. Because I meant it when I said, this is going to be my car. This is what there's problems? Beautiful. Because now me and this car went through some shit that me and no other car went through. There's a bond between me and this car. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, me and this car went through some shit. And that's just more of a reason, like, you know what? I invested in you. And you invest in me with getting this shit fixed, and now we're there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the best way to test to see if you're gonna be a good parent is to have kids. That's the biggest commitment you can make. Fucking putting in these investments. Sometimes life will let you know that you're wrong. Life will be on some, you ain't ready for a house. You ain't ready for this. And how would it tell you? Is like, well, you didn't do your homework. There's a lien on the house. You're gonna have to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Or so much misinformation. It's like, you ready to go through this thunderstorm and this fucking tornado of bullshit right now? Nah, I'm not ready for this. I still haven't recovered from looking for apartments.
Yeah.
Like when we had to, it was a rush, dude. It took a toll on me because it went from having an infinite amount of options to almost nothing because of my dog. And it's like, well, I'm not giving this nigga up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my fucking dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people with pets don't understand. People without pets, they don't understand.
Yeah. It's a scenario that no one thinks about unless you're in it. That it's like,
Yeah.
Oh damn, yeah, this limit.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, like, even it, bro, the fish, a little fucking 2-inch fish dies, and it's like it takes a toll on me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like that took a toll, and it's like, are you ready for that? And it's like, no. But then you pray and you hope that when it does happen, you can find an easier way.
Yeah.
Because it's not supposed to be this difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like, life isn't easy. But certain times, it's not supposed to be this difficult.
Yeah.
You know? So that's that's where it's like, it questions you and it tests your moxie. But if you got the balls to stand there and go, I am, and I'm here, let's do this, then you get through that and you come out a better person. That's what life does. It presents you, like it's that saying. You want courage, God puts you in a position to show courage,
Yep.
right? You want love, God puts you in a position to show love and shit like that. And like that, you're in the middle of the ocean, boat comes. You need help? No, God will save me. Bigger boat comes. You need help? No, God will save me. Little boat comes. No, God will save me, and you drown. You go up to speak to him. It's like, yo, how come you didn't save me? Nigga, I sent 3 boats. You know what I'm saying?
And that is, again, there is scenarios with it all. There is that you have to see, in a sense, just the lessons are learning from the lessons are easier said than done.
Yeah.
But again, once you have learned, now it's like, oh, now I get where we have to do next. And if when you're put in a situation like that again, okay,
Yeah.
evaluate, relax. I think I know what I got to do now. Instead of what the fuck, or
Yeah.
just why me, why this, why not? Like, because we've all been there. We've all been in that situation where that fight or flight moment hits, or just that moment of like, why now? Why me? Why now? Why this scenario? Why fucking again? Because it's always one of those where when these scenarios come, it's never just like one or two situations. It's like that domino effect.
Yeah.
And again, sometimes you need that just to fucking learn that you can survive this.
Yeah.
Like, and it's a scenario that again, it's hard to say everything is gonna be fine. And again, sometimes you see it. It's like, you know what? It is fine. We're good. We went through it. We got it. It's stressful, but we got through it.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say it till it finally happens. Because a lot of people are like, the fuck do you know? You know? Like,
Yeah.
especially when you're in it, or you're in that stress that it's just like, what the fuck next? You know? And then some bullshit happens.
Word. And the crazy shit is like after everything,
Yeah.
you're explaining what's going on to people, and they're like, "Damn, son, that's crazy." And then while you're explaining to it, and you got through it, you're like, "Surprisingly, it wasn't that bad." It's just at the moment, I was so heated. The moment I was so stressed because I was trying to force something to happen that wasn't happening at the time. But eventually, it happened. Do I want to go through that again? No. Do I like how long it took? No. But it had to happen. So we're here now. So that's why I'm saying even in those times of hardship, there's always something to appreciate.
Yeah.
Because I could sit here and be pissed off about this, that, and the third, but I would rather appreciate that there are actual people out there that will fucking help me. And that would actually go that extra mile, or to me, it's an extra mile. To them, it's just their job, but like that would actually do their job.
See, but that's the thing. Now, because you've been through this, you saying it, and people are like, "What do you mean? Like that's supposed to be their job?" You've dealt the last few weeks
Yeah,
with people that is their job. It should be
yeah.
common. No,
You got to go through a lot of people to get someone to do their job. Oh, by the way, my car has been taken off of my account, so
hey,
yeah, so it's
small
a small
victory,
victory there.
small victory,
Yeah,
man.
they
That
fixed
is
that.
again for anyone that is listening to this now or after the fact. Just know that again, the fact that this man can have this conversation with me right now and be as calm having this conversation is a victory in that. Because, like I said, he's better than me right now. Because with all the shit that we've had these conversations the last few weeks, And there's a lot of text conversations that I'm just like, I would not want to be in front of him right now because I would be pissed as fuck. Like a lot of these scenarios that it's like, yo, what now?
Yeah, because
I'm
I've
mad
noticed.
for him because I'm just
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
yeah.
How?
I
How?
I
It's so stupid.
that day that I blew up in my room.
Yeah.
I text Kenny. I said, "Yo, Kenny, just know I was justified." And he replied back, "What?" I said, "I
That is
may have
that
to
is
kill
a
someone."
that is an alarming text
Yeah,
because
I was.
that is exactly what I would think. Like, who'd you just kill?
I was like, I may snap and kill some nigga. It's at that point, and Kenny's like, "Yo, bro, you need your freedom," and I'm like, "This would be freedom." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
yo,
that is that sentence right there. Again, I know it's a joke now. We're good, but that is a scary sentence to say. Just know it was justified because that could lead to
yeah,
a lot of other scenarios. So
yeah. Just know I was justified. I may not have been. I may be guilty, but I was justified. And
Your
because
Honor, I just want to let you know he was justified.
yeah, like somebody give that statement, but it's weird, bro. It's weird how you have to go to somebody to do their job, and then when they do their job, it's like finally. But why wouldn't the first person do this? And it's because it's a bunch of people that don't feel appreciated for what they do that prevents them from doing things.
Yep.
Because the CarMax on Twitter handled everything. I have a Twitter DM thread with CarMax, and they handled the situation. They were able to tell me what was going on and update me daily what was going on. Even if the update was, I don't have an update, I got an update of Twitter.
I I
But
I, I hate that it got to that point because we said it. It was like, watch if you post it on Twitter.
yeah, and it's crazy. It's crazy because over the phone, you got to do this.
Yeah.
Over the chat, you got to do this. Over Twitter, how can I help you? Let me look into that. What was the difference? Like, why couldn't someone do that for me? Like,
Yeah.
over the phone, like, yo, listen, I'm going to look into it. I'm going to email you all this, and I'm going to figure out what's going on. Why is it you have to do this? You have to do that. Like, right now, the issue is my registration was filled out wrong. There's no lien holder on my car. So basically, it's basically like, it doesn't say on the title that CarMax, I'm paying CarMax off.
Got you.
And someone from the place that I bought the car says, I have to go to the DMV and fix it. So I look it up on the DMV. The lien holder has to email the DMV with a form with their information, that whatever EIN number they have or whatever, stating that they weren't put on my lien, on my uh title,
Yeah.
for them to fix it. And I send it to him. I text it to him. I emailed it to them. No response. I looked at the form. It's like 4 or 5 things. It's literally your job, who it is, your EIN number, and my license plate and shit. And the VIN number. Throw it to them, and then they email you back. Nothing. CarMax. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with the situation with the registration and blah blah blah. And I sent it to them. So their Twitter is working on the the registration and the title for my car. And I'm like, you called me and told me I have to do something.
I did it.
And it's a rush because you might take my car from me. But then I respond back to you going, no. According to this, you have to fill this out and send it. Whenever the fuck I get it, you get to it. What? Even the Mercedes Me app. You gotta go do this. I go do this. Oh no, there's more stuff you gotta do. You gotta go back. Why didn't you tell me all this in the beginning? Oh, because it's if this didn't work. So then I asked the question, right? I asked the impossible question.
Yeah.
How come no one at the dealer knows about these steps for this problem? Oh, I don't know. I can't tell you. Well, wouldn't it be smart if like y'all talk to each other? Like, wouldn't it be cool for people to be like, yo, listen, this is the Mercedes Me app. This is what's happening. These are the steps to take if it's not connecting to the car. Cool. So when I go up there and I go, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now there are machines. So when I worked at Toyota, there was an EPS machine. It was like service bulletins and all that other shit. So let's say if something was wrong with the car, we looked it up and it was like, oh, the car's misfiring. It's the injectors were bad because of they used the wrong injectors.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I replaced the injectors and this and the third. If it's not, if it still does this, then do this, this, and this. There's steps to this. You're telling me that these people couldn't look up on the computer going, why isn't his shit connecting to Mercedes Me? Upload all the software. If that doesn't work, do this. It could be the Hermes module. Replace that. I literally had to email these people what they told me that shit said. I'm like, yo, this is why I'm happy. The guy that I'm working with, the service advisor there, is legitimately working with me. He's like, we're gonna try to get. I don't know what this is, but this is what it is. And then he showed it to his shop foreman. The shop foreman's like, okay, so now I have an understanding of what's going on here. This is what controls. Before it was update maps. Okay, we updated the maps. It didn't work. Well, if that don't work, do this. Wait. Because I'm getting the feeling that you knew this wasn't going to help.
Yeah.
Because people go, we got to go through step 1 in order to get to step 2. No. Because through deduction, you can tell. Because here's my thing. It is my thing, Ray. My car didn't have a signal to them for them to install the maps over the air. So I had to do it at the store.
Yeah.
So if they go, just update the maps, and now they go, we have to install everything over again. Why wouldn't they go, wait a minute? You wouldn't have to install everything over again because you just need new maps. Oh, you're not connected through anything over the air. Well, this thing here controls that. Replace that. And let's see if it works. Because just like how it doesn't boot into Windows, the computers, right? Or like for some reason Windows don't work. The first step isn't, well, just reinstall Windows. You know what I'm saying? Because if the computer doesn't turn on, if let's say it boots but it doesn't go, whatever, there's other things you could check. You could check to see if it's a bad CPU, if it's a bad RAM, whatever the case may be. Or you could be like, okay, so your hard drive is fucked up. I'm not going to go through the process of installing Windows when all signs lead to the hard drive is fucked up.
Yeah.
I'll put a new hard drive in and then reinstall Windows. Even if your hard drive was good, put a new one in.
Just to make sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is the problem. Because if we put in Windows and it's a bad hard drive, it's gonna eventually fuck up again. So that's why it's like, why do you have these steps for no reason? Because like a car,
Yeah.
like if it didn't start, there's steps to go through, but we don't automatically go replace the engine. Well, it's still not starting. Now check the fuel pump. No. We can check for the air, the fuel, and the spark first. You know what I'm saying? Why would I sit here for 8 hours doing something that's not gonna fucking help the problem?
No.
But my bad. I feel like this episode was pretty much venting.
No, sometimes you need this though. This is, I feel like for anyone that listens to this and sees what we unfortunately sometimes have to go through, this should show sometimes you need this. You need those moments of just fucking let it out. And this is the stress we go through at times, folks. So just know it's okay. We go through it too. And this ain't gonna be the last time, unfortunately. But we go through it. We vent to y'all, but we're still here every week. And we remind y'all to please don't forget, if you like what you hear and you like what we're talking about, to hit that like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit, so you can hear us every Monday talk about the Raw Watch Along, Tuesdays with comics, where we basically have the best conversations about pop culture and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? I finally remembered how to fucking say it. Because for some reason, every week I'm like, we talk about comics and other shit. Because I could not remember the fucking word pop culture. I don't know why. I could not remember it. And it was something the other day. Someone finally mentioned. I was like, that's the fucking word. So yes, every Tuesday we talk about the best in pop culture, comics, all that good shit. Every Wednesday it is sports. So I hear the guys talk about all of that and hear why, unfortunately, our New York teams just they give us headaches.
Yeah.
Then on Thursdays, you can come watch us as we have Wrestling with Knuckleheads, where we talk about all things encompassing in wrestling, be it independent, professional, and more. And sometimes we have a guest and we have a special interview where we talk to some independent pro wrestlers, all of that good stuff. And then Fridays or Saturdays is when we have this right here, which is the Toe in the Show with Ray. As we just, it's a free for all always. We bullshit for a while. We give some real topics. We vent. We just have that heart to heart moment. And we talk to you guys about any issues you guys are possibly having as well. And we try to give you guys some advice. But as always, with all these shows, we remind you to not only like, comment, subscribe, but don't forget to go fuck yourselves.
Facts. And this Tuesday, we're going to talk about CinemaCon. Apparently, a lot of shit went down.
I heard. And like I said earlier this morning, I just want to see what the bucket's going to look like.
Word.
I know it's not going to be that, because I know they're going to fuck around with just the idea of it. But I do want to see, because I saw one of the designs that they posted, like one of the designs like that I think AMC's getting for Deadpool.
Yeah.
And that shit looks fire. But I want to see what is the Ryan Reynolds / Deadpool design going to be, because I might have to get that one, because that one's going to be fire. Because you know they're going to make it cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely would not lose out on that one, because like I told you with Kong, it was too fucking early in the morning, and my friend was like, I'm going to stop you from wasting your money.
Yeah, because it was just a half and half box. It's like,
no, with Deadpool, at least it'll be something cool. So I'm going to have to pick that up.
Word. And we'll see what we talk about on Thursday. Maybe there's a new Bloodline. Who knows?
No, definitely. By then, hopefully we know what will happen after Raw. We'll get more into the subject of Tama Tonga joining. Like, you'll get to hear Gigi's input on all that. And we'll definitely by then have more of a discussion on everything going on. We'll be able to know a little more about what's going on with AEW. Hopefully by then we see if they can finally focus on AEW and not focus on everything else. But we shall see. We'll see what happens on Thursday. And again, next week we'll be back with this show as well. We'll talk about some more stuff. We'll have videos to talk about. This week was more of just us shooting the shit and just talking about real life situations and just what we're going through as we're going through it. So next week we'll definitely be back with some more videos, talk about some shit. Hopefully Show can actually join us for more than a cup of coffee. But now, again, always much love to Show, because he's definitely always hard working, man. Like we joke around, we fuck around about, damn, is he gonna show up? But nah, it's always love and support for show because hey, he's got a family to feed, so he got to do it. So definitely tune in next week for all those shows. Like I said, we gave you the schedule, and as always, just subscribe so that way you never miss a fucking stream.
Word. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out.